Hello, everyone. Michael Jordan fans are the best. And today we're going to be having our fantasy draft for fantasy basketball for the 2025 season. And we're going to be expecting a couple other guests in the near term. However, they're running a few minutes late. But let's welcome the guests so far. First, here we have Jay Scapatak. How are you today, sir?
Doing well, sir. Thank you for having me. Looking forward to drafting, though. I mean, quite frankly, 20 teams. That is a robust fantasy league. So this is gonna have to go deep into the player queue for this one. So I'm interested to see the talent dispersal when we're all said and done here today on the draft. So thanks everybody for joining, and excited to get a little draft in here.
Speaking of which, Steam Engine's talking about drafting Bronny James in the draft chat. Anyway, we have NMB Sports here. How are you today, sir?
Doing good. Aggie's got another win, and in the famous words of Larry Bird, I'm just looking around to see who's coming in second.
Nice. Then we've got Sports and Fitness Rants here. How are you today, sir?
Yes, once again, it's great to be back, guys. And, as far as this draft is concerned, I'm not too happy. I got basically essentially the last pick. I think I'm like number 19 or something like that. So once again, I'm behind the 8 ball to start the draft off. But once again, it don't matter because, Sports and Fitness Rants knows what he's doing, man. And like I always say, man, everything's off the top of the head. Nothing's rehearsed here. I don't know who I'm drafting, who's going to be available. And that's what makes it so much fun, man. I did the same thing last year. And once again, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to my man Scaff for coming through again. My man Nick, what's up? Dart, I'm ready to do it, guys. Let's roll.
And for the people that are curious about some of the guests that are coming later, we got Sports T, who should be coming later to join us in the draft, as well as a casual sports fan, as he's known. Outside of that, though, as promised, I'm announcing who has won the MJFB Summer Debate League. And unfortunately, it has ended. The winner of the MJFB Summer Debate League is Jim from Self-Researched NBA Facts. And he will be awarded a championship belt, which I sadly don't have the image for right now. But I'm gonna mail it to Jim, and then we're gonna go and we're gonna sit down and have an interview about his time in the league, what he thought of it, the controversy between him and FYF Sports debate where somebody cooked the votes, made me have to rethink how I do it next year.
He was in the league? I didn't know that. That's kind of cool.
Oh, FYF?
No, I thought
Or
you
Jim?
said Self-Research Facts, or did I mishear you?
You just faced him, Jim.
No, I know, but you said he was in the league?
In the Summer Debate League, yeah.
I was thinking the league like the NBA. You said like his time in the league. I was thinking he was going to talk about his time in the NBA or something like that. I was like, man,
Oh,
he's
no.
in the NBA?
No, we were talking about the prestigious Summer Debate League.
I got you.
No,
That's
what
my
I
fault.
really want to know is that championship belt solid gold? What's the deal with that championship belt, man?
It's as gold as $200 is worth. But
Yo,
no,
for real though, shout out to my man Jim, man. He essentially is the title of his channel. Self-research NBA facts, man. This guy brings up all kinds of things that a lot of us don't think about or, even care to even research or look into this stuff, man. So shout out to my man Jim for, like I said, putting his mouth and putting the energy, behind all of that research, man.
I do, however, have an image for the prestigious prize of this fantasy basketball league. And it's right here. Whoever wins the championship wins this amazing championship ring. This is the second year of the league. It's like the original NBA. Well, actually, we've kept the 20 teams. Up until yesterday, it could have been only 18 or 17 teams, but it's been filled out to 20. Excuse me. And this is the prize to be had at the end of the day, this championship ring.
And I'll do I think last year I gave a sweatshirt to whoever got the most points. I think we can do that again as well.
Who won last year?
Logan Angove, Team Logang. He's from I think he's from New Zealand. I don't remember, but he's from the general oceanic Australia area. So
The oceanic Australia.
one
Oh, that's great.
one of the islands down there.
Right near the beach.
But yeah. So William Williams says, y'all think FYF going to call today? I mean, last week he had a show playing on his own channel and he came to join us. So I think that,
Yeah,
I
that was
guess
weird.
He likes what we got going on.
They know. Hey, listen, everybody in the chat, I seen your comments. I saw the video from my man AOH. You guys seen or probably seen my video in the response to the nonsense that this dude was talking about on the show. But much respect to everybody in the chat, man, because y'all kept it real, man. I told you guys, man, this dude won't show up when I'm here. He always shows up when I'm not here. And if he does decide to show up, we're going to keep the same energy for that clown.
Yep.
But this show is about the draft today, man. This ain't about the beef today.
Yeah, I was gonna say last year I messed up because my only knowledge of fantasy basketball was like 10 years ago, and we were trying to win categories. You're trying to win. There's like 9 categories, right? So you're trying to win 5 out of the 9. And I drafted based on trying to win categories instead of understanding it was a just totality of points that you're trying to accumulate within a week.
Yeah, I'm actually an avid fantasy football player, but I've never done fantasy basketball. So this should be an interesting foray into this kind of a draft, especially with, again, 20 people. That's just, it's tough to wrap my mind around that. I'm in a 14 team fantasy football league, and that's hard enough trying to fill players out with 14 other teams.
Yeah.
It's impossible to keep track of all this stuff, man. I coach 2 different sports on the side, man. I coach my son's flag football team. I'm coaching my son's basketball team. We all got jobs. We all got personal lives. I ain't got time to look into these damn drafts. Yo, this stuff is complex, man. I was out here just picking players who I thought was going to go out there and fill it up, because that's essentially what you're looking for. Guys who are going to go out there and get some stats, man. That's basically what we're doing here. So that's really what it's about, man. But if you there's some people I know that are in like multiple leagues, man. They pay a lot of money to be in these leagues. That's a lot of stress, man. I ain't got time for that stuff, man.
Well, as long as you do better than AOH did on his all-time draft selection, I think he'll come out okay today.
People are asking where AOH is, and he did not want to participate in the fantasy draft for this year, so that is why he's not here. But yeah, otherwise he was welcome, and he had declined to join. So,
that sucks, man.
Yeah, so that's why he's not here, because he didn't want to. We have about 2 minutes left before the draft starts, and at about the 30-second mark, I'm going to pull up the draft board. Not sure how well you'll be able to see it, especially on a cell phone if you're watching there. But we're going to talk through who gets picked and all of that as well. So, Don's Demons is the #1 overall pick, followed by Speem Engine, who apparently is having some power issues. Technical difficulties, or otherwise he would be on the panel as well.
Always something with that dude, man.
Yeah,
Get together, Speem.
Him and Hoop God are the perfect pair with Nick for precision hoops. The ironic name for timeliness at the very least.
I do everything off my cell phone, and I still manage to get my stuff together in a more timely and efficient manner than these guys that be having like setups going. Come on, man.
Yeah. And then I have the 4th overall pick. And for the people here, Scap has the 9th overall pick. Nick has the 11th. And as Robin was saying, he has the 19th.
That's some nonsense.
Yeah.
But you'll get a good second player. You'll get a good player on the turn. See, that's what AOH couldn't quite figure out in our all-time draft. You see,
the snake, right?
If there's 20 people, then you'll have the second pick overall in the second round. So you'll have a nice selection there.
What I noticed about the fantasy and as far as it relates to how you do good is if you have one statistical monster on your team, that could pretty much carry you through the regular season, man.
It could. It could.
And it's
Again,
been
I
good
don't
for me in
know.
the playoffs, though.
I don't know much about the about NBA fantasy drafts, but I'm kind of ninth. I don't really like the mid pack. You know? Like I'm right out of the range of really, really elite players, and then I have to wait a long time to get back for my second pick. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Did y'all hear the sound for that?
I did. I
Yeah,
like
I did.
that. I like that.
All right. The draft has officially started.
Oh,
Nikola Jokic has been picked first overall.
shocking.
Victor Wembanyama went off the board. Greg Solomon, somebody who has been on the show before, who was
Luka's
interviewed
hurt, guys.
and was on a
Don't
debate.
draft Luka. Let him fall.
You're not
Where his
getting him at
proper
11.
value
There's no way.
is.
Dream on.
Yeah, I know.
I might have to take Luka being number 4.
You might
But I
have.
think
Garbage. He's not that good, man.
if
He's gonna fall off.
if Greg doesn't pick, he will auto pick Luka. I think he may not be here.
So the non-pickers are going to waste a full minute on the clock every time, I guess, right?
Well, I think once you go auto, you stay auto. So second round, it should just do it like within a second or two.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So it looks like I will be getting SGA.
Oh, I had him last year, man. He was nice for me.
Yep, I got SGA.
Love SGA. Big fan.
Yep. Yeah, I think SGA is going to do really good this year. I don't know if he's going to have quite the production as he did as Chet Holmgren comes into his own, as well as the rest of the team going forward. However, I think that it'll be I think he'll still do amazing.
I mean, he's going to be a 35-5 type kind of machine player again, like he was the last 2 years. And, you know, he fills it up in the steals department as well. I think he finished second last season in steals.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is show and proof season, man. Once again for SGA, man. Got to go out there and do it. You got to do it in the postseason.
Absolutely.
Well, I think he performed pretty well in the postseason, to be honest with you. I think the team as a whole. I think the team as a whole wasn't really ready for that stage last year.
Oh, you're making excuses for him, Scat. That's what I'm saying. There's no excuses, man. Look at it, man. He's supposed to be like an Anthony Edwards type player, right? Anthony Edwards was in the Western Conference Finals. So once again, when we're talking about the expectations of an
Anthony
SGA,
Edwards, look at Anthony Edwards supporting Castro last year.
you're making excuses. SGA has a better. Who had a better record? SGA's OKC had a pretty good record, didn't they?
Because SGA should have probably finished. I think he did finish. He did finish second in MVP voting last year.
All right, exactly. So what I'm saying is there's expectations now. So going into next season, you have to show us something. So with those expectations, we'll see what he does. That's all I'm saying, man.
They were the youngest
supporting cast.
They were the youngest number 1 seed in the history of the NBA playoffs. Their average age
exactly
was like
they were the
24
youngest
years old.
So what?
So nobody wins right away.
SGA, Scout. Come
Look,
on, man.
Go back and look at the guys historically, like that you tout, like Jordan. He didn't win till he was in his 7th year. Like he didn't win right away.
We're not talking about where he ranks all time. I'm not ranking him. What we're saying is going into this next season, you have expectations. The other teams around you, the other players, the young talent, they're winning. The other teams are winning. And you're talking about the guys around him, but his team was going to finish one of the top records in the Western Conference. So obviously your team is obviously good. You're talking about they were the youngest number 1 seed or whatever the case may be. All you're doing is making a point to what I'm saying. You have expectations. There's no excuses here.
I still believe SGA was the best player in the series where he was eliminated against the Mavericks, but you have a pairing of Luka and Kyrie. They were just on a magical little run last year, and Anthony Edwards got absolutely smoked with the Minnesota Timberwolves when they went up against that same Mavericks team. It was just positionally Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves got the opportunity to play them after SGA did. The reason they finished so highly is because of how dynamic SGA was. I'm not taking anything away from what you're saying right now. However, my point is, in my estimation, I don't detract from SGA for last year's performance. If you want to look at it this year, and if he struggles this season in the playoffs, or they struggle this season in the playoffs, criticize him. But I believe this year they're going to win the Western Conference, so you won't have anything to say about him this season.
There's no criticism when I talk about expectations. That's not criticism. That's expectations.
Scap is on the clock.
Man, Anthony Davis is still on the board. That's, man.
He'll be good for half the year, though.
I really like AD coming off of a year where, guys, this guy was elite. The only player in the NBA to make an all-NBA team and an all-NBA defensive team. He'll get you 25 and 11 every single night. Unfortunately, he played a career high, I believe, 75 last year. I can't bank on that. 75, I'll be lucky for him to get 55. I'm going to have to pass him up and draft Jason Tatum, who is a walking, 27, 6, and 5 first team all NBA. So Tatum is now officially off the clock, guys.
Nice.
I think it is nice he plays that center spot. There's not a lot of very good volume centers in terms of stacking up the stat sheet. Oh my God. For me, it's between Jalen Brunson and Ja Morant. I just think Brunson probably is going to get more assists through the years and through the season and still score a lot. Man,
now LeBron is still on the clock. You could snag him right up.
I'm gonna take Brunson. I think the assists are gonna put him over the top compared to the other guys.
Good pick, man. Good pick, Nick.
Who's on the clock here? Am I frozen? So quiet.
No, it just got quiet for a second.
Sorry, Sports T is having problems coming into Restream.
Yeah, I think with Karl Anthony Towns and Brunson, man, that might. I'm not a Karl Anthony Towns fan, but that will help. Like you talked about the dynamics between a Karl Anthony Towns and a Brunson on the assist side of things. Spreading out the core, guy who could knock down the jump shot.
Yeah. Center's also just a very light position. There's really only 3 or 4 guys you could probably count on, and then it drops off pretty bad.
Like, think about no one taking MB because he ain't gonna be out there.
Yeah, I know. I thought about taking him just because he was a center, but I couldn't bank on him playing a whole year.
He's already hurt.
Yeah.
Paul George already hurt.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Bigger,
those guys
stronger,
are going to get
faster.
hurt. They're always hurt.
Bigger, stronger, faster.
Oh,
That's what I keep hearing. And these guys are hyperextending legs on basic plays. I've told you, one of the glaring things that stands out to me is the inability of a lot of these current professional athletes. They don't know how to fall down. They don't even know how to break their own falls. They're going up for dunks and coming down all clumsily. They get off balance. They break their falls the wrong way. Any athlete knows if you're playing sports, there's a certain way that you can break your fall. Now, sometimes you can't always do it that way, but these guys are clumsy, man.
Sports T, welcome, Sports T.
And good morning, guys. How are you?
All right,
Good
what
morning.
up?
What's your team name?
What's my team name? Alien Labs.
Did you pick Tyrese Halliburton, or did it go through the auto draft?
It probably went auto.
Okay.
I definitely wouldn't pick Halliburton. You see my back wall. The hell?
Yeah, I guess you got Halliburton for your first pick, so
I got a DMP in the Olympics for my first pick. What'd you guys
Man,
get?
shots fired.
I know.
Coming in hot on Halliburton.
Who's the team name? A dog named Process. I kind of like that one.
Oh, that's a Chinese guy named Mir Long.
That's funny.
Yeah. No, it's a long-standing joke. He's not Chinese. But,
I was hoping Paulo Banchero would or Banchero, I'm not even sure how to say it. I was hoping he would fall to me.
Me too. That's one of my favorite players right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, a casual sports fan is on the clock. I feel like he's auto picking as well.
I have
Can't
no
believe
clue who I'm
Zion's
picking.
number 21 rank. That's crazy.
He ain't playing neither.
Yeah.
Soft
He'll fill it up for you for about 42 games this year, though.
I was gonna say if you want to get off to a hot start, maybe you pick him and then you kind of fade him as the year
to the
goes
games.
on.
Oh, I wait back.
So did Scap get Jokic?
Oh, of course. I picked 9th. Jokic, of course, as he should have, went first. So unfortunately, he was far out of my grasp. Unfortunately,
I'm not taking LeBron James. I don't care if he falls to me.
I would have loved
you
Jokic.
want LeBron, Robin?
I'm not taking LeBron James.
He's gonna play all 82 games this year.
I would love to see that. I would really love to see that. You know he's not. We all know he's not.
He was the MVP in the Olympics.
He was. He was the best player on the Olympics. He represented America with great pride.
That's right.
Not to mention the ESPN rank list. You know, that incredible list that comes out every single year by a bunch of very sharp and well-educated basketball journalists have LeBron ranked 7th preseason this year. That's actually up 2 slots from his 9th place ranking last year.
Nasty
Insane.
work.
Ahead of Anthony Davis. How is that possible?
Anthony Davis dropped from last year's rank of 10 to 13, in case you were wondering about him.
Like you just said before, Scap, the only player to be on the All-NBA and the All-Defensive team drop a couple of spots. So to me, that seems like Anthony Davis is obviously, I guess, the best two-way player in the league, but yet he's not better than LeBron James.
It's all to serve that stupid documentary that's out right now. The docuseries. Have you guys seen it at all?
I haven't even
I've heard of
someone,
it,
Someone
yeah.
commented on my channel and told me about it. I didn't even know about this.
Honestly,
About LeBron?
I wouldn't waste your time with all 8 episodes. You'll get
Starting 5.
You'll be able to surmise the whole thing within 2 episodes. Maybe actually the first episode, you'll say, okay, well, now I know what this entire NBA season is going to be about.
The are you just to check, Dominique? Are you logged into the ESPN so you don't auto pick again?
Let me see. So
I mean, do I go Steph Curry, man? I don't even know what to do.
It says you're on auto pick still.
I don't even know what I'm doing, guys.
You gotta log into your Are you in your ESPN account?
I'm not taking Embiid, man.
You just missed LeBron, unfortunately, Robin. You were 1 off. I know you really wanted him.
So who
I
did
don't know.
I
I'm thinking
get
about
in?
Siakam, Curry, or Maxey.
We don't know who you got next. You're still like 10 or 12 picks away from your
Okay.
second pick.
Okay.
So
I wind up with one of the softest guys in the league for my first pick. That's crazy.
I'm going Steph
You gotta
Curry,
remember
man.
it's fantasy too. I don't think Halliburton's the worst pick. It's
The greatest
You gotta
player
think
of
of it
this
from a
previous
fantasy
era.
point of view.
I know, like with injuries, like he got nicked up last year.
That's true. Injuries suck in terms of 'cause you
Robin
go
is
for like
on
a
the
whole
clock.
week.
I'm on the clock again.
Robin, we went over this. It
Hey,
was
man, I
going to come
know. My
quick.
bad.
Don't pull an AOH here.
But
Honest.
that
Come
went
on.
really quick, though. I mean, how fast did that go back?
AOH says he would absolutely pick AD. Yeah, so Dominique, all you got to do is log into your ESPN account the same way that you created it, and then
Okay.
just
Let's
click
see,
onto the
right
fantasy
now.
tab.
Is
Okay.
Kawhi Leonard's already out for the year too. Did I hear that right?
No. For the year, I just
No?
heard indefinitely.
Oh, okay. Maybe I heard that and
I'm going Siakam, man.
I love
Nice.
Kawhi, but he's got to go. I'm tired.
He'll give you again. He'll give you a good 40. 40.
I will
40
defend
games.
Kawhi to the death of me, man. I love Kawhi Leonard.
Me too. I love him too. I really
I love
do.
Kawhi Leonard before Zaza, pre-Zaza.
The way
know,
he
man.
dismantled LeBron, I'll never be able to get over that. But if you can't play, either shit or get off the pot.
He would have been such a great counter, I don't want to say villain, but anti-hero to LeBron in a way, because he's kind of quiet, he's a little goofy, to be honest, off the court. He's a little awkward.
Yeah.
He doesn't really like the spotlight, and he just kind of shuts up and plays. It would have been so great to just see him be able to take the spotlight from LeBron had he stayed healthy.
I'm with you on that. I wanted that story, like when he first went to the Clippers, and it was just like it was supposed to be this rivalry that never happened. And that's why part of me just can't stand, this league and how watered down it is, because how many times have we seen LeBron and Kevin Durant match up against each other in the last decade?
Mm-hmm.
Word.
It's disgusting. People cry that, there was no competition back in the day, but we used to see the best players play against each other often.
Yeah, and like one of my biggest gripes is like the league is so star driven, it's not team driven anymore. I think we've kind of like talked about that before, but because everyone's buddy, there's no good rivalries. You know what I mean? It's so hard to get a rivalry going. You have to play someone like 8 times before, and it has to be like a good 8 games, like
not even
games before they're like, oh, this is a rivalry now. It's so hard to get going these days.
But look at what happened with the Warriors and the Cavs. What happened to that rivalry after 2016 loss? Draymond and LeBron were best friends after that. They should have hated each other the whole career.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, no, guys, there was some snakery, some high-level snakery going on with Kawhi, though. Don't forget, he had to go to LA, but then he had to recruit some other players, which ultimately ended up being Paul George. And I guess Paul George comes out of that transaction looking worse than Kawhi, because Paul George, I believe, still had 3 years left on his contract with the Thunder. So, I mean, he just kind of stabbed Russell Westbrook in the back on his way out of town while, they were trying to amass their own little super team. I personally am just looking forward to no more super teams. That's my big takeaway on today's NBA. I think we do not have any super teams. We have a couple big threes.
Skip, you're on the clock Phoenix, if you didn't know.
You could play in Philly, but there's no super teams right now.
Yeah.
So I took Chet Holmgren. I took Chet Holmgren because centers are light, like I said. So I made a need position there. Get a good center.
Guys, I'm on the clock, and there is just straight poo on the board right now. This is not a good sign.
You got James Harden.
Pick.
How do I know who's on the board? So I'm looking and I see
James Harden's the greatest scorer than Michael Jordan, they said.
James Harden is the top player allegedly available right now.
That's what I'm looking at.
He is ass. Like, I don't want that. But
do you see his body? He really.
I'm quickly running out of time here.
Luka looks like a marathon runner compared to James Harden.
Oh my God. Who
I just went with another Nikola. I couldn't get my.
Oh no,
we lost him.
Oh man, so I'm on the clock now, and I'm torn between Bam and Lauri Markkanen.
Yeah. Ooh, I like Markkanen, man, but same thing with them, man. You never know if he's gonna be healthy.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that, Bam.
Yeah, these are good picks. Centers are light. I think that's what Scap was about to say. He took Nikola Vucevic. How do you say it? Vucevic. Yeah, he took him because I think centers are light. Isn't he the one that got choke slammed by Draymond? He just is like a little bitch. I couldn't go with him. Is that him? Yeah. And
the way he
his hands up and he fell over.
That was the deciding factor.
It was. I mean, come on, because Draymond's not that tough.
I love it.
Yeah, Draymond really comes off like a WWE character to me.
If you get slapped by Tristan Kardashian, you're really, come on.
Yo, you coming out with the heat today, girl.
Let's see. Oh, man.
Damian Lillard's still on the board. That's crazy.
Yeah, Damian Lillard, like Scap said, is doo-doo, man.
The way that he played last season, crying next to Giannis, one of the best players in the league, one of the hardest working players in the league, and I think he's one of the lowest skilled, but I was annoyed by the fact that he pouted because he had to go to Milwaukee instead of the Heat. I'm out on Damian Lillard. I never want to hear about him being best of anything, top of anything. Trash.
Well, it's Dame time right now, so I gotta pick him. I gotta pick.
Yeah.
I gotta pick.
You have to. You have to.
Yeah.
You never know with him either.
Yeah.
It's
Anybody
a real
pick Ben Simmons yet?
No.
I'm not trying to pick him as a sleeper pick again.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, Dart.
maybe in the 10th round if he still makes it there. Oh, Scap's guy Scap in the background. Nope. Welcome to Casual Sports Fan. How are you today, sir?
How you doing, boss? What's going on? I'm so sorry for being late, by the way, guys. I'm sorry. Just had to finish recording this video.
I'm
But
just
how you
glad
guys
some of
doing?
them's later than me.
It's all good, man. Thanks for joining.
Hey, thank you so much. Good morning, by the way, for you guys. It's like 11:30 for me right now. Well, no, it's
Yeah,
11:11 for me right now.
It's
So,
12:30 for me.
Where
okay.
are
So it's
all of
12
you
o'clock
guys? I'm
somewhere.
in the Bay Area. Where are you guys?
Right now I am in Houston right now.
Okay.
New
Love
Yeah.
York.
Texas. Shout out.
Hey, salute,
What part of New
salute.
York, Robin? You know I'm from uptown, right? Harlem, baby.
Oh, yo, my dad is from Harlem, from 125th in Amsterdam.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
up in
on
Rockland
150.
County.
Okay.
I'm in Oahu, Hawaii. That's
Oh,
where
I'm
I
so
am.
jealous. Oh my God.
You
I
wouldn't
love
be
Hawaii.
jealous of the time. It's 6:30 here.
That's a fact. Honestly, like when I
I
have
love
to
the
do
mornings.
business with Hawaii, it's so frustrating because it's you guys are so far, but I'm like, how does it get further behind me?
Yeah.
But it's beautiful. Honestly, I can't wait to go back. I try to get over there once a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
The flight's terrible though.
It is. And because usually when I do Hawaiian Airlines, they don't even have internet. So I'm like on a nonstop 5-hour, no Wi-Fi, pissed.
What's wrong with DeMar DeRozan?
Remember he sprained his ankle.
Undisclosed reasons.
Hmm.
Okay.
They said, yeah, remember he sprained his ankle. I think it was at practice or something like that.
Okay.
But I
Can't
mean,
be
it's not that
serious.
serious though. It's not that serious. He's fine.
Oh, I think I'm gonna go with Jalen Green just because he's. I mean, I don't know. DeMar DeRozan. I don't know, man. It's one of these guys. I'm gonna pick DeRozan.
You
Did
mean Michael
somebody
Jordan?
Yeah.
did somebody get him? Somebody got my Sengun pick. Shit.
Yeah, I think he must have gone like 10th or something. He went. Oh no, he went later than that. He went 24th.
24. Damn. Okay, somebody. It must have been a Q pick because I know nobody was thinking of getting him off the bat.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if Lance, the guy who debated for Rudy Fernandez being greater than Michael Jordan, picks Bronny James.
Bronny James, the purse snatcher, stealing money right as we speak from
Oh,
Quincy Oliveras, spending his money right now.
Out there doing the Ben Simmons.
All righty. I am on the clock. Let's see. Did you guys pick my guy? Nope.
Steam Engine said he didn't. Oh, Scap's on the clock. I guess I don't know what's going on with him. But it seems like he's picking.
Who'd you
Scap,
pick,
It
Steve?
says it's on me.
I have on the clock Scap Attack. Pick 49.
That's what
Oh,
I see
shoot.
too. He
Never
never
mind,
came
never mind.
back, huh?
He is not. I'm about to shoot him a text.
Uh-oh.
There's a lot of
Goatcast.
day-to-days right now.
Goatcast was busy, but I guess he's watching now. He says he doesn't want to see his team.
Oh, looks like he drafted. So he's still paying attention.
We've got Michael Jordan got his dad killed on the clock.
Oh wow.
Jalen Green picks
That's
Scap
just not
Attack.
right. That's just not right.
So oh, wow.
God damn.
MJGHDK. Trying to figure out what that meant last year. He's a returning participant.
I was really hoping Green or Bain would have fell to me.
Oh yeah, I like this one. I have high hopes for this one.
No, there he is.
Yeah.
He's back.
Man, what a harrowing couple minutes there. I don't know what happened. The computer just froze. I hate technology. I hate computers. And I got to be honest, I hate my picks so far. I don't know if you've been seeing my draft picks as I was frantically scrambling to get back on, but it's not good. You know, it's I'm not impressed with the squad thus far, but you know, so it's still a long draft. Still a long draft.
All right, I took Kuzma because who else does Washington have?
And then, be you from Dallas or you a Dallas fan?
I'm a Dallas fan. I originally was from Dallas. I moved down to Houston when I was
My man, that's what I'm talking about.
yeah, like second, third grade. So like I'm a little bit of a Houston fan too, but Dallas has always been my teams, you know.
How did you feel about those finals last year? Well, this past season.
I don't know. To be honest with you, like getting there and the way we got there, I think it was already such a good ride. So I kind of had house money mentality, which probably wasn't right. I mean, it sucked, right? But
yeah,
like
so you weren't expecting a win in the you weren't expecting the title.
I thought it'd be closer than it was. Of course, of course, I thought we could win. I thought we could win, sure, but I just thought it was a really bad matchup for us, like on the perimeter. And
you know what the problem was
so soon.
They also had house money mentality going into that series. That was the big problem.
Yeah, that too. I maybe felt that a little bit. Like it also felt like Luka was just on fumes, like 100%. So. Whether you want to say nagging injuries or he's out of shape, I'm not here to make excuses, but it just felt he just had lost half a step, and I don't know.
He was still dealing with that shoulder and that knee, right?
He like shoulder, knee, yeah.
Yeah, it was just nagging.
Yeah. And he just wasn't the same. So, but I mean, that's part of the game. You got to kind of hopefully go into the playoffs rested. You kind of have to earn that, right? So,
yeah. No, all right. So
Kyrie
this is a little bit of a projection.
Kyrie looked like mentally he kind of, he had like only one or two good games, right? So,
do you
I don't know.
It's part of that was a little bit of his frustration, perhaps, with Luka.
Casual. Who did you pick and why?
So like I was saying, it's a little bit of a projection. I'm going with Brandon Miller. I was watching Charlotte last year. Brandon Miller, when LaMelo went down, had to take a step up in playmaking. And even when LaMelo came back, he still found like some way of still like maintaining his integrity on that side. Add to the fact he became a much more efficient scorer. He already had defensive intensity. He's just a little smaller frame. So that's why it was like you had to intentively watch for you to be able to know. So I expect this season, especially having the well-roundedness of the team that they've worked very hard to get this offseason, I expect him to be just as efficient with much more consistency. So that's why I went with him.
Nice. You know what sucks about Hawaii and then working 16-hour days every day for a month is that I am not prepared for this fantasy draft at all.
Dude,
it's a long one. It's a long one, man. This is a long one. I don't know.
No, I tried to do some research last night and I fell asleep.
Yeah.
I was just like, wow, I'm not going to be prepared for this draft in the morning. How do I get out of it?
I'm honestly just saying.
School.
I'm just saying if you think if I think you can possibly get me 20 points and do something else, then that's good enough for me.
Robin, he just giving that fact out. I never studied for a test. That was crazy.
Never did.
It's better when you don't study. It's either you know it or you don't. That was my motto throughout college.
I'm not saying to be like me. Hey, you kids out there, don't be like me, man. Make sure you study and stuff, man. I just never did.
Yeah, I need friends like y'all last week. That's what I need.
You either got it or you don't.
Robin, you picked Cam Thomas. Why did you pick him?
Yeah, man. Cam Thomas out there in Brooklyn, man. He's doing his thing, man. He puts up points, man. He's one of the guys that, is going to have to come out there and show something for a young Brooklyn Nets team, man. But, yeah, he does his thing, man.
Nice. A dog named Process has picked Anthony Simons and Fred VanVleet. And, Robin, you're back on the board. Who are you going to pick?
Yeah, like I said, it's getting tough right now, man. We're getting into the weeds right now. You know what I'm saying? You got to really look at some of this stuff.
We're still in the starting lineup.
I ain't taking no damn Jimmy Butler. I know that.
We're not even into the rotation players yet.
Yeah, without the bench, we're picking 200 players to start every week in this league.
That's insane.
That's a lot. And then there's 3 bench spots per team on the top of that.
Oh, fuck.
That's a lot of players, man.
Did you hear her under her breath? She said, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get somebody to manage my team.
Either Jaron
Hey,
Jackson Jr.
Go ahead and cue them things, man. Go ahead and cue them things.
Well, Dart, is it per week like last season?
Yes.
Okay, that
is
makes
not
it
a-
easier.
It is not every day. Now, for the people that don't know, if your player goes through a game and they get load managed or they get injured after they're scheduled for that first initial game of the week, kind of like fantasy football, you can't play them anymore if they're out. You can't change them. So that was one of the gripes that had happened with a lot of people. However, I think it adds to the dynamics of it.
Okay. So I'm stuck between.
Oh, so like you can't sub them out. So we're not changing our lineups for every game.
Not every game, every week. So it's a few, however many games per week, 2 to 4.
Okay, so
That's
that's
why I
gonna help
said
me
don't even
manage a
try to
little
get
bit.
crazy.
Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna ride with it. It makes the most sense. I'm going with Draymond.
Ah,
I'm going with Draymond. I have the point. I have the points secured. So each week I should be fine. Trey Young, Brandon Miller, Scotty Barnes, they're going to be getting the bulk of the points. I need that rebounds and assists to balance out. And Draymond, if he doesn't do anything else, he's for sure going to stuff the stat sheets in that category. So I got to ride with him.
So this is a points league. So it's not a category league.
Oh,
So
but don't the points tally all of the things that they do or no?
They do. So, but it's because there's different types. So there's rotisserie,
okay.
there's head-to-head categories.
rotisserie.
This is head-to-head points. So it all accumulates. So the rebounds and the points, they all have a number attached.
They all
to
total.
them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like blocks are worth 3 or something like that. A point is a point. A steal is 2, or it's something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. I'm fine.
There's a disrespectful Kobe fan in the chat, and somebody's asking me to. Oh, that's not the right one, but this is the guy who said, "Here it is." He said, "There's a disrespecting Kobe like this in the chat. These rabid LeBron fans, disgusting." Yeah, it's.
I always tell these fools, man, to call up the Sunday show, and they never call up. Y'all a bunch of goofs, man. So y'all can say whatever in the chat, man. Y'all a bunch of clowns. Call up the Sunday show, put your face on camera, and say what you got to say, man. Put your chest out.
The rabid LeBron fans.
Who picked LeBron James?
Who picked LeBron James?
What team picked LeBron James?
What wasn't me?
I'm looking. Hold on.
What
He got
pick
to
did
be.
he go?
Let's see where
Man,
LeBron
I wanted to
went.
get Zach
LeBron
Levine.
went 18. He got auto picked to I'm just saying, bro.
My man got auto picked. Think about that. Nobody in their right mind picked him. He was auto picked.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have picked him if I would have been sooner.
Tell the LeBron James fans to cry about that.
I would have picked LeBron in the second round.
No. Don't tell me what you would have done. He was auto picked. That's what actually happened.
Yeah, he did get auto picked. That's what happened to LeBron.
They picked Trey over LeBron. I would have picked LeBron over Trey. Oh man.
All right, Nick, why'd you
I'm
pick
going CJ
again?
McCollum. He does a lot of things, so he can also fill up the points category, which is really all I'm trying to do right now. So I went with McCollum, but he does a lot of other things too.
Yeah,
I
feel bad because he played with Lillard for all those years.
Yeah, like I'm also just looking for guys, at least right now, because it won't be available as we go. It's just guys who have the ball in their hands a lot. And because that's kind of almost like touches with running backs and things like that. Whoever has the ball in their hands a lot for their team, or they're like the number 1 or 1A, 1B option. That's all I'm trying to do right now. So kind of like Kuzma. Who else is in New Orleans? I think he's going to be able to have a lot of opportunities to make a lot of points. Fill the categories up.
Scap, who did you pick? And then Sports T is on the clock as well.
Yeah, I went with Garland just because he was the best point on the board in my estimation. I needed a point and I need a small forward, and I think
there's going to be a little more depth at small forward as on my next pick than there would on a point. So I went with Darius Garland.
I like Darius Garland. That was a really good pick. I didn't even know he was still on the
good
board.
pick.
Nope. Sports D, who did you pick while I'm picking my
I
player?
went with Brandon Ingram. I felt like
Sleepy.
I needed.
If I went small forward, I was going to go with Ingram.
Yeah, I feel like he can at will drop 40. You know, I have already Mikal Bridges as my first wing, so I just figured I'd want some more depth in the bench in that position.
Yeah, I like that. That's a really good pick, actually. Some of these people I didn't realize was even on the board right there.
I hope McCollum gives him all the assists he can.
I'm getting tunnel vision.
I love McCollum.
I'm going to pick Daniel Gafford. He was on my team last year. He went to Dallas and really stepped up after getting traded from Washington. And
Yeah,
I
he's a
did
good
good in
hustle
both teams, but yeah.
Dallas, I think, has the best two-headed monster at center, in my opinion. Gafford and Lively.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
literally no center position is like extinct. So
Yeah. And I want to say this. You're going to see this year, I believe. If you remember in the finals last year, Lively hit that corner three. You're going to see Lively shoot more of those this year. That's going to be, I think, an actual play they might run once every game or every couple games.
I agree.
We'll see, though.
I agree. Luke is going to have those spot up shooters in the corner. So
Yeah,
you can hit
because if you follow the practice and the Mavs, like Lively's always shooting corner threes. Like they always show him like working on it and doing it in practice. And that was the first time they'd ever done it in a game, and they did it in the finals, which is, I think that was like an act of desperation, you know, and the fact it went in, though, I think, you know, spurred them on to win that game. But yeah, I think you'll see that, I think, every so often this year.
in that style of
nice if they
offense,
do
so
it.
they have to practice that. The role players, they literally have to be ready to catch and shoot.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if he did do it. I need to see floor spacing Lively for me to believe it. I see him do it in practice. I even see him doing it in preseason. I gotta see it in the regular season. Like, you gotta find a way to implement it, because something tells me defenses is begging for that. They are begging for that. But
It'll be interesting. That's kind of like a hot take, you know. We'll see if it happens, but I think you'll see it some at least.
Yeah.
Where my man has not been.
You're on the clock.
I know I'm on the clock. Was
You better
Zach
not take
Edey,
my guy.
I'm guessing Zach Edey got picked, which
I think he did. Let me check to see. Zach.
I'm gonna pick Nick Claxton since he's still on the board.
Yes, he got drafted already.
I like him. Good center option.
There are still a lot of good picks on the board. I'm shocked by this.
It's a lot of good players. It's a lot of good players.
Really? Because I thought Bronny was better than half of the players in the league.
Oh, that is crazy. That is nuts.
Light
can't
years.
She at last.9obody took him, did they? Oh no, he's still there.
What?
So,
He
Scap,
scored 7.
Scap, how do you feel about missing out on Jamal Murray?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to lose a lot of sleep on that one.
Yeah.
One of my favorite players in the NBA, obviously. Sky's the limit for the Nuggets this year. Sky's the limit. Great collection of talent around Jokic there. I can't wait. I mean, I'm enthusiastic to see what they do here this season. I think they're probably like the 5th or 6th best team in the Western Conference, maybe.
Oh my gosh, guys. I'm on the clock and I'm really confused. So I might pick that bitch ass Nurkic. I didn't realize he was still on the clock on the board.
I am hurt. How you gonna diss my pick and then take my pick?
Well, because I thought he was picked already. He is a little bitch, but there we go. Nurkic.
Oh, my body.
Man, there is, guys, it was a miscalculation by me that the small forward position would have some depth down for my next pick after I went point guard. This is not good. I have to be honest.
Yeah,
Sorry, I
boat,
kind of took some of the good ones out there.
To be fair, there is a forward that is playing power forward this year. or he's put under the power forward position, that probably will play small forward this year as well.
I mean, and then you have the nasty left-handers on the board still, like RJ Barrett.
You know what's crazy? Well, Klay Thompson.
I had to
stop
do it.
counting guys out, Dart. What you doing, man?
No,
I was
Scat
trying to pick this dude.
No, Scat picked Klay Thompson.
Oh, you got him? Damn.
He's
I'm
a
only
little
talking about the
utility
people
guy.
that have been picked.
He's designated as a small forward, which is kind of a cheapie to me. But I can play him at small forward, then I can play him at 2 as well. Apparently, so
Damn.
I'll take it. I think he's going to get a lot of wide open looks this year.
Yeah, good pick, man.
I just did a video on him yesterday, absolutely smashing him and crushing him for the way he's looked in the preseason. So of course I had to draft him now onto my team.
Yeah,
And then
fantasy.
he used the 4 rings to justify it, and it's like, bro, you're just not playing good right now. Like, what are we talking about?
Nick, why'd you pick your guy?
Again, I'm just gonna keep saying it. The center position's light, so we have to start 2 centers. So Holmgren and DeAndre Ayton, I think, is a decent pairing there. They're both going to get a lot of minutes, a lot of opportunities. So to me, the center position's light. So I just went ahead and reached and took Ayton probably a little earlier than should have, but he would have been gone by the time my next pick came around. So I went ahead and took him. I'm assuming he'll have a good year, at least for a center, right? So he'll give me a lot of rebounds and some blocks too.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? They now have DeMar DeRozan listed to be able to play at power forward.
Mm.
I remember when he was listed as a shooting guard.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The slower he gets, the more that he just goes down. There's gonna be a point in time before he retires where they're gonna play. They're just gonna position him as centers. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have Draymond Green 6'6" playing center, I mean, I could play center at this point.
Yeah.
Shots fired again. I love it.
Who is P. Giddy?
I'm telling you,
Oh, my
man, people
God.
crazy.
Godly.
People crazy.
Better not have any Diddy oil in your house, guys.
I haven't paid attention to that case at all. I just know the wave tops of it. But somebody told me he put like the equivalent of Rufinol into the oil that he had.
That's what they're saying. I mean, there's a lot. It gets to a point where it's hard to keep up with it. It's like you get into it and then you're just like, man, I gotta sit this one out.
Yeah, I was eating lunch with some of my colleagues or whatever you want to call them yesterday, and they brought that up, and I had no idea. Oh, the epically bearded Minnesotan is P. Giddy.
Ah.
Shout out to the epically bearded Minnesotan, the first guest and interviewee on MJFB.
Yeah, part of the original crew.
That's really funny. It's a good name.
Something tells me he should still be on the board, so I will jump off this ledge and just get OG Anunoby.
Oh, nice.
That's a very good pick.
Yeah, man.
Very,
I like
very
OG.
good pick. Yeah, I like it.
I appreciate it. I like it too, but
I'm a Knicks fan, so
my man. Yeah, I forget. Wait, did you get Karl Anthony Towns?
listen, I'm a Knicks fan, but we ain't gonna go that far.
Oh, he drops 20 though.
That's
Yeah,
what
no,
I'm
you
saying.
gotta
Like,
show me something.
Cat's a good pick because he's gonna score. So
Yeah, he's gonna get you the
point lead, right?
points.
So
You saw your Knicks?
You talking about soft before, right? All right.
Did you see the 20 and 2 and 12 he dropped the other day?
yeah.
Robin is on the clock.
I'm on the clock.
I think I'll be honest, as a Knick fan, I know I'm gonna be disappointed in Cat. I know it.
Because I went with my man Josh Hart.
Yeah.
I'm with Josh Hart too. I'm a Josh Hart fan.
Hart, he can play small forward or the shooting guard. My man's a rebounding machine at that size, man. He got the effort, the hustle out there. I told you, he's like the new version of John Starks out there for the Knicks, man.
As much as I wanted Randall gone, I didn't want Karl Anthony Towns.
Who's up now?
All right. Dog name process, and then it'll be Robin again.
Up again. All right.
Man, I can't believe we're only into round. We're picking our 6th player. There is a lot of thin categories going on right
Yeah,
now.
there's a lot of trash on the board now.
Man.
Start
All right,
picking
when
the
we're not
rotation
Reed.
players. Nas Reed.
Like you were saying, Nick, that center position, man, I had to go with somebody at that center position. I got Nas Reed and Miles Turner.
I
You
knew he
know,
was
some
still
guys
there.
that could do a little bit of everything out there in the center position.
I
knew
was
he was
looking at
still
Miles Turner. I was hoping I could get him. He would have been much better than Ayton, but I think I took Kuzma instead. I just figure Kuzma's probably going to eat in Washington this year.
Give me Zubac. Give me Zubac.
Word.
Ivica Zubac. Yeah. Yeah, it gets crazy because especially the later rounds when you pick the rotation players, if the injuries, they'll if they're good and they step up, like what happened with me. So last year I picked John Morant early, and it was looking like it was going to pay off until he got injured 5 games into his comeback. And I couldn't do that this year. There's nobody like that where there's a suspended player or something that would have such an impact.
I want to know who got Josh Hart, who took him from me. I was trying to put all my Villanova guys together.
Your
That was
fellow
me.
Knicks fan. Your fellow
I
Knicks
told
fan.
you I took Josh Hart.
You
He
know
said
what,
that.
Robin? If I
Yeah, he
if I
said
was
that.
gonna lose Hart to anybody, I'm happy it was you.
I told you he's like the new version of John Stark for us.
He is.
Yeah.
I love him. And I used to think he was dumb. I used to call him Jason Hart just because. And I grew to he grew on me a lot.
Yeah, like John Stark. Sometimes he'll do those plays that you're like, come on, man.
Yeah,
But that's
exactly.
who he is.
Right.
DiVincenzo just got picked in respect to Villanova people.
I love that. I was looking for him too. I need shooting right now, but I'm probably gonna have to go big if my pick doesn't get picked.
Nick, NMB Sports is on the clock.
I have no idea.
Yeah, this is not good. It's not a good board left right now. And we still need to fill like half of our roster.
Facts.
I took a risk here with Jackson Davis, but we'll see. He's just going to get a lot of minutes is really
I feel
all
like too
I'm
many
planning
guys
on.
have day-to-day next to their name. It's killing me.
Or have out.
Yeah, word.
Yeah.
Scap
How you
is on the
day-to-day
clock.
already?
Man,
The season
this
ain't
is
even start.
insane.
Ooh, I see Reed Shepherd.
You keep your fingers off of him. Keep your fingers off of him.
Don't make me pick him. Don't make me pick him now. Don't pretend too much. Honestly, I have my eye. I wasn't thinking about Shepherd, but just seeing him on the board, I do need some shooting.
And he for sure gonna get the shooting. Well, that's the one thing I can't wait to see how he fits for Houston because they do got a lot of guard play.
Yeah, me
But
too.
he's the only guard that has legit floor spacing ability.
Jalen Green is just a top scorer for them, though. Who got Jalen Green?
I did.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay, yeah.
I'm torn between Jeremy Grant and Scoot Henderson.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm surprised that Scoot is still on the list because I feel like Portland, they suck. So he's just going to be scoring. I need points. I want to go with Grant or Scoot.
Scap, who did you pick and why?
I just picked Kuminga. Sorry, let me get my camera back on here. I just picked Kuminga, quite frankly, because I wanted Murray, who went literally off the board right before I drafted, and every player that was not a reach at that spot that I was drafting at had some kind of injury designation they were currently carrying. And there's nothing I want to do less than go into a season with a player that has an existing injury. So I just figured
I like that.
Kuminga at least seems healthy to start the season. So his requisite ADP made sense in that spot. So I just went ahead and picked him.
That's a good pick, though. Kuminga can score at will, especially in garbage time. So you'll get the points.
Sports T, who did you pick and why?
I just went with Scoot Henderson. I feel like because Portland is trash, he's gonna at least put up points for me.
Spin Engine says this draft is irresponsibly long. Is there an intermission? No intermission.
Yeah, really, we should. Well, I guess that's going by okay, I suppose.
Listen, guys, my fantasy football draft takes like 7 hours. So just grip it and rip it down on this draft. All right. We can
We're
make
almost
it through.
halfway. If we can.
Yeah, we
it's
got like
going
7
quick.
more. We got 7 more picks. Anybody that did the draft, chat. If you're in the chat and you already signed up for this, it will go a lot faster if you went into your draft and actually made these picks.
I picked Bobby Portis because I always liked his crackhead intensity.
He's a dog.
Crackhead
Those eyes
intensity
are
is
crazy.
nuts.
He got those Chris Tucker eyes.
Yeah, he looks like he's high all the. He looks like he's speeding all the time.
I hope
not
that I
fucking
hope
around.
with those crazy eyes he plays better defense for us this year, because last year it got a little nasty. It got a little
Starts
nasty.
He can knock
Starts
down
going with
those corner
vibes.
threes, though.
He
He
can
was
knock
solid
down
for the
those corner
Knicks.
three. Offensively, he's really, really good. Last year, I think, was probably one of his best seasons. But defensively, he just gave up so much integrity and consistency. Like I legit don't know why he of all people fell off.
Who was able to get Trae Young?
He went early. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, I took
okay.
him. I took him. I believe 16th.
Okay, you know that he needs to go back to the hospital and finish being born, right?
Yeah.
Yo, you
He's
came
not.
with the heat
He's
today,
not a
girl.
He's not like a full person. Like his body is underdeveloped as a.
But yet he looks
Yeah.
so old at the same time, right? It's
Yeah,
kind of
but
like
he
a
makes-
weird.
like Benjamin Button. His
Yeah,
hair
he
is, like,
he got the full
not-
beard now, and I'm like, what the hell?
but you notice he's got like this cradle cap situation where like his hair is just kind of.
Is it thinning or coming in? Yeah.
I don't know. I can't figure it out. He's underdeveloped.
No.
Don's Demons took my guy I was hoping I would get, Grayson Allen, another sleeper pick I had last year, who I traded away early after I got him. So damn. You know what? We got some real champions left on the board here. Real star power. Let's see.
Real esoteric hours here.
Man. I want to start picking some guys to fill out some spots. You know what? You know who I'm going to pick? I'm going to pick Brittany Renner's baby dad, Free PJ.
Did you see she's like a Muslim now, covering up or something?
I did. It's weird because I think most people just like to see her dress provocatively and do weird stuff, and now it's just gone to the not fun weird stuff.
Who got Reed CW? I'm coming for you on Tuesday, because this is unbelievable. He took Reed Shepard from me.
I just took Jeremy Grant.
Did you take him?
Yeah, I took Grant.
So now I got smoke with you too, because that was second for me.
You can't have everybody.
Damn, let me have somebody though. You know,
Look,
can't have everybody.
what
Let
I'm
me have
ta-
somebody.
What I'm taking a look at is like someone said, not going into the season injured, and who on their respective teams is like a scorer, because this is a points draft.
I don't know. Guys, this is tough.
Wait, did you explain why you picked Jeremy Grant? I guess you walked away.
Yeah, I was hoping to get Derek Lively as like a backup center, but I already kind of got my center, so it's not the end of the world.
Scap, why did you do your pick?
Well, I was really eyeing up Stephon Castle, the other rook there in San Antonio. But the center is just such a vast wasteland right now that I decided to pivot and go in a different rookie direction there with Klingon and hope that maybe just the putrid garbage time that might ensue there throughout the year might kind of fill up some trash time stats for me at my second center position.
Sorry, guys.
He's had a phenomenal preseason game. So I mean, likelihood is somewhere down the line of the season, he should get way more opportunities. I like that pick. Klingon's gonna have a very good rookie season.
I needed another power forward. I felt like the big man position is scarce. I mean, you guys said it best. So I have 2 centers already, and I picked Grant to like just sort of fill in that front court.
Nick, why'd you pick Jordan Clarkson?
Yeah, he's just got high point potential. You know, within a week, you might go off for 30 a couple times, right? So
good pick, Nick.
He was on my list. I was gonna pick him. I was torn.
Yeah,
but
that was my next pick, man.
I knew Jeremy Grant would be gone by the next round.
Didn't he get punched by Draymond?
Jeremy Grant?
No. Was it
Jordan
Clarkson?
Who was the one who got he's almost had a few fights, so he's considered.
As far as guards that I know Donovan Mitchell got into it with Draymond. I know Bradley Beal got into it with Draymond like early on in their careers.
No, who did Draymond punch in practice?
It was not
Jordan Poole. That was Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole, right.
Okay.
Who got him? Who got Jordan Poole?
Oh Lord.
Is he still in the league?
Yeah, he's
still in the league.
Yeah, like 20 points per game.
Yeah, he's still in the league.
I thought he got punched out of there.
He's on Washington, right?
Yeah.
He got drafted with the 131st pick.
No, I think they're asking about Poole.
Yeah, Jordan Poole got drafted with the 131st pick.
No, that was Jordan Clarkson. Got picked with the 131st.
So Poole, I don't see Poole here anymore. Somebody's trying to have a pool party.
Jordan Poole got drafted too.
Yeah,
Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think he did with that production.
Oh, it's on me now. Oh, wow.
There ain't nobody left.
Did he not pick him? I know you said you were talking about him, Scout. Did you not pick Stephen Castle?
No, I did not pick him. I wanted to pick him, but I went with Klingon instead.
Okay, so I'm gonna ride with Stephen Castle because I already have my guards, and so Stephen Castle is going to be coming off the bench if one of them aren't able to play, and especially for the Spurs, I genuinely think that he's going to get a plethora of opportunities. Him and Devin Vassell, now that they're starting to shed some of the fat at the guard position, he's going to get more opportunities. CP3 going to help him learn the way over the season, and he should be able to stuff the stat sheet as far as like points and assists, and that should help give me that points punch that I need.
I like him this year.
I like him.
All right, we got Robin on the clock.
Yeah, this is mad confusing. I don't even know who some of these guys are that I'm looking at. I'll be honest.
Logan drafted
you guys
Jordan
remember
Poole,
that
by the
movie,
way.
Major League? And there was that part of Major League where the two guys were talking on the field, and he's like, "Who the hell are these guys? I don't know who these guys are."
Well, and keep in mind, we're only in the 8th round, and we're picking 13 players. So what does that tell you about rounds like 11, 12, and 13?
Those are the Bronny James rounds.
Y'all gonna have a lot of small teams y'all have to watch this season. I'll tell you that much.
Ooh, Caruso got picked.
I see some football fans on the side in the chat here. There are some scrumptious NFL matchups on early on. I've got Red Zone on right over my screen here. So they're alluding to the 34-yard touchdown by Aaron Jones. Guys, I don't know if there's any football fans on the panel right now, but that's a hell of a game we got shaping up. Vikings 5-0, Detroit 4-1. A little battle for the NFC North. Top spot on the line right now. Man, sorry guys, I just had to get a little football plug in.
My big bet was Cincinnati -4.5. They're already up 7-0.
So, Robin, after you pick your next pick, explain why you picked these two guys.
Yeah, so I really wish I could give you a nice, educated answer, you know, something that was really lucid and well thought out. But I really don't have anything to say. Alex Caruso, to me, like I said, he could do a little bit of everything out there if he's out there and healthy. And my man Obi Toppin, man, just represent him, you know, represent New York. I actually know his family out here. So I know his aunt and stuff like that. I know his nephews and stuff. So much respect to my man Obi Toppin.
Man,
Cool
you
stuff.
telling me that Alex Caruso was available this whole time and I didn't see him?
I'm upset that I didn't have
That's
to
what I
get him
said.
either.
What?
This
This
is
is crazy.
This is why you got to study for this stuff.
Nah, don't study, man. Do what I do. Just do what you do, baby.
Chris Paul still on the board.
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
think
damn
anybody's
Chris
gonna
Paul.
I don't think anybody's gonna touch him.
I
I
mean,
don't
Chris
think anybody's
Cone,
gonna touch him.
He gonna get auto picked.
Yeah. No, I don't think anybody's gonna touch him.
CP0.
Give me Wendell Carter Jr. Give me Wendell Carter Jr.
Oh,
Give me Wendell
nice.
Carter Jr. Give me Wendell Carter Jr.
I'm looking for him to improve this year.
Absolutely, especially now that they have KCP, that's a floor spacer. I expect Jalen Suggs to not replicate the no manship that he showed in the playoffs. So he should give you that floor space, and Fran should have a much better shooting season, getting back to normal. I think Wendell has more space this year for him to operate. He should be much better.
Word.
P. Giddy on the clock.
Oh, to Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Got to be
I
on
would've-
it.
I would
Chris Paul. To Chris Paul.
have picked Chris Paul. Well, maybe not at this point, but I think he'll get some dimes to Wemby. I'm excited to see that. That's I've been out of touch, like I've been saying. I've been coming home. I've been seriously working 16-hour days for the last 3 weeks. So I have no idea what's going on with the NBA right now. And it's I guess luckily for me, because the NBA doesn't really start until December or after Christmas.
You mean the playoffs?
Well, that's true. That to more modern day, but I know Christmas is often associated with when it really starts. I'm going to be working a lot until then. I'm going to have a weekend off here and then, but otherwise I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm still able to do the show if Nick is able to start it. Otherwise we're going to have to adjust some times because I'm going to be driving home in the morning. But anyway, enough about me. Nick is on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see what Chris Paul does with leadership, man. There's no excuses for Chris Paul, man. He on the Spurs with Greg Popovich. You got the young sensation, the phenom. Where's Chris Paul's leadership, man? Is Chris Paul going to play 60, 70 games?
Is he going to get them to the playoffs? I think that's what people are going to be looking to see. Like, oh, you know, this is yet another team that he was able to drag to the playoffs.
Well, he can get him there. It doesn't mean he's going to do anything other than choke, per se.
Yeah,
He can
you know,
get
he's
to
going
the
to
play-in.
fall
That's
on
the
the
best.
floor like a possessed 2-year-old. So we'll see.
Wemby, I was hoping I could get Wemby again, man. Wemby's my guy.
While we're here, I'm going to look up the like some preseason NBA stuff.
Nick, why'd you pick your guy that you picked?
Power forward center. He's going to get a lot of minutes. And so now I have two guys who can also play the center position, also playing power forward. I was thinking about going with, let's see, did he get drafted yet before I say his name? He's still on there, so I won't say who. I had my eye on one other guy, but I decided to go with the bigger guy who could play center for me if needed.
Ooh, Scap. I was hoping
Oh
I could
shit!
get him.
Did you guys
Marcus
say-
Smart was the guy I
Yeah,
had my eye
F.
on.
That's exactly what I was going for. F. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll have to go with my backup pick, and that's going to be Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Wait.
Why did you pick him, Sports T? And then after that, Scap, if you could explain your pick.
Hold on. I'm looking at points, and just I don't want people who are injured or day to day. I want someone who's a little bit more reliable. I think Orlando is a sleeper team, and they're going to go to him a lot. So I think that his role this season on Orlando is going to be good, and I'm going to get some good points out of him through this fantasy league.
Yeah, I went with Marcus Smart just because I think he's an undervalued guy. I just like him as a player. I have for, quite frankly, as everyone knows, I'm a huge Kobe Bryant fan, and I go all the way back to Marcus Smart. He was selected, I think he was selected like 6th or 7th overall in the first round by the Celtics, which was one pick before the Lakers were picking when Kobe was still in the NBA, and I was furious that the Celtics stole Marcus Smart away from the Lakers. I really wanted them to pair Marcus with Kobe, and I've just been kind of a fan of his throughout his career. You know, I kind of like him as kind of a utility do-all kind of a player. He's going to put up some defensive stats in Memphis. He's healthy going into the start of the year. And quite frankly, I just know who Marcus Smart is. And there's some guys down here at the 150s, I don't even know who they are. So that all kind of factored into my Marcus Smart selection.
Yeah, I respect the honesty midway. I respect the honesty midway.
Real fast, who is Ayo Dosunmu? I need to pick somebody.
See,
and I need a guard.
He was the best available, and I had no idea who it was, so I didn't pick him. That's in all candor.
My man, you said Ayo Dosunmu, right?
Yeah, I picked him just because he was the best available. I have
you
no
have
idea.
to know who it is.
No idea who that guy is.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If you could get that back, if you were just gonna get a shooting guard, there's another shooting guard on the board that is gonna for sure get more opportunity than Sumo. You got to remember Zach LaVine's coming back this year, so that's minutes right there. Add to the fact that he's going to be battling with players like Lonzo Ball and Josh Giddey now for guard rotation minutes. Dosunmu he could stay where he is, which is like about 15 to 20 minutes a game, or he could slip all the way down because that's a heavy guard battle that's going to be happening this season.
I was going to pick Shaden Sharp, but he's out.
No, that not even Shaden Sharp. Let me shut up because I need him too. So you know what? No, that was a good pick. That was a good pick, Dart. That was a great pick.
Well, reading the thing, it said he's coming off the bench. So I don't know how good of a pick it was, but maybe it's
he's very good defensively. Offensively, he still needs a little more time to develop.
Yeah. It sucks living in Hawaii. I can't watch the NBA like that. And then also with my work schedule, I can't watch the NBA like that. So
don't ever say living in Hawaii sucks, Dart. Are you kidding me right now, man? Stop it right now. Don't be doing the woe is me.
Yeah, I'm about to tell you. Oh no, Hawaii.
I'm gonna go to the beach later. It's terrible place.
Terrible place to be.
I know all that glitters ain't gold, man, but damn it, it's Hawaii.
In respect to the NBA and being a fan of the NBA, it's a terrible place to live.
Is there that many basketball fans to converse with over there in Hawaii?
I mean, I don't really hang out. I don't really hang out with locals like that.
Okay.
But yeah,
I feel that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, but I mean the locals that I do know, they like the NBA, but it's not like I'm like hanging out
actively
on the block per se with the local Hawaiians. Like I'm not nothing against people here. I just don't know any, and I don't live in that kind of neighborhood. So
I get that.
Yeah. You said I could tell.
No. I said I get that. I said I get that. I get that. I could tell it's crazy. I can tell it's crazy. Yeah, I don't talk to that many people. Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah. No, but Hawaiians are football players, man. I'm sure if anyone knows anything about football, they're real big into football.
Yeah, there's a lot of Samoans and rugby and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think the next pick I get, because I've been waiting long, I'm gonna get a sit back. Like it's only gonna be like.
Oh, I'm on the clock. Damn.
Yeah, wake up, get together.
All right, I'm gonna pick a guy I know that I like. I'm gonna pick Norman Powell.
It's not. Oh my God, these auto picks are screwing me over.
Oh, you mean T.I.?
These auto picks are screwing me over. This is crazy.
Who auto picked? Or what are you talking about?
Benedict Mathurin. Benedict Mathurin wasn't able to be with Indiana during the postseason, but when he was there and healthy, he was giving them the scoring punch, giving you like 15 to 16 a night. He was giving you extra facilitating abilities. Like Benedict, for what we're looking at, which is like a bench role player, he fit the bill like perfectly. So I was really expecting him, but
yeah, I like his game.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with my second guy.
Oh man. Okay, I'm on the clock. God damn. I'm torn because I'm thinking of Tim Hardaway Jr.
Nice.
He's still on the board. He's gonna score.
Yep.
He's on Detroit, so they're gonna be looking to him, I think.
Who?
I was looking at him too.
Oh, he's on Detroit now?
Yeah, so I think he's gonna score. I think I'm gonna have a good
Oh, you're talking about Tim Hardaway.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr.
He's streaky for sure.
Send him out to purgatory.
King's
I don't know what you got. All right. Don't disrespect my young team, Rance. Come on now. Like
he went from the Mavs to the Pistons.
That look, it's not
But he's gonna play.
He's gonna play.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying it's some of the caliber of teams.
Okay.
Well, they
hold on.
called
Let's
him-
not sleep. They got talent. They just need to get the structure down.
But Tim Hardaway called out Luka, and his dad did as well. So I don't know if you guys saw that, but they called him out big time on the All the Smoke podcast. And
oh, word.
Yeah.
Tim Hardaway called out Jason Kidd for not giving him minutes in the finals. My only problem is like, what did you expect when Tim Hardaway Jr. was shooting like 15% from three?
Yo, I was about to say, man.
He struggled so bad after they said that.
Yeah, but you gotta hear that interview though, and I thought that was a really interesting point that he made. Of course, how can guys really get in rhythm when Luka's holding the ball 22 out of 24 seconds? You have to score 70 if you're Luka in order to win.
But at the same time, if everybody else is following line, like PJ Washington is doing his job, Derrick Jones Jr. had the best series of his life in that OKC series. He proved his worth. Like if you have people in the same position as you, they're actually taking advantage of it. You're just not. Like eventually, there has to come
taking advantage of what?
Like,
taking advantage of the fat off the end of the steak. So if you can't, you have to actually move the ball. So the Mavs don't move the ball. That's the issue with that team, though.
Taking advantage of the fact that when he does give the ball
taking advantage
however long he held the ball,
the last second of the shot clock. I mean,
well,
look,
it's not nearly as many grenade. It's not nearly as many grenade passes that Luka's passing in the postseason as you might think.
Yeah, I mean, I watch almost every Mavs game. I don't think it's quite like that. And Hardaway is streaky, and whenever he's open court, he is.
Yeah, he's very.
I don't want to say horrible. He is not good, right? He is straight up a spot up shooter, maybe a one dribble pull up kind of guy, but that's it.
That's why he's
more streaky than John Starks, and he don't give you the defensive effort of a John Starks.
Casual, are you picking your guy?
Yeah. I'm finna go with Grady Dick.
Oh, it made you pick Dylan Brooks, dude.
That's fine. Because he was my second. I was battling whether I wanted to take him or not.
No, never take Dylan Brooks.
No, I'm telling you, I gotta take a Rockets. All right, I gotta take a Rockets player at some point. Rance him. Gotta take a Rockets player. But Dylan Brooks isn't that bad of a pick. I think like he showed he can be somewhat of a floor spacer last season with Houston. I don't think he's gonna get nearly as many opportunities this season because they actually have more perimeter players to where he don't have to. But It's fine. He's coming off the bench. Like, it's whatever. This next pick though, it's a stretch, but I'm riding with him. I'm riding with him.
Casual says you're on an auto pick now.
Shut that off. I shut it off.
You need to get Bronny James as your next pick.
Man, Kevin Love is still in the league. That's crazy.
As many minutes as they might give, little bro, man, I might take him with one of my bench spots because it was originally gonna be reserved for CP3, but somebody picked him up way earlier than I thought he was gonna go. So I might put Bronny at like the bench.
You know he's gonna score in garbage minutes. They're just gonna get out of the way.
Exactly.
Kevin Love's only 36.
He looks 45.
You didn't know that?
You said only 36.
That man been in the league for a minute.
All right, we're getting into these real big name guys here. Andrew Nemhard was picked by Robin.
Household names here.
Good pick, Robin.
Another household name, Mataz Bazilis.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Hey, I actually like him. I picked him.
Like, wait,
He was lighting up the developmental league last year, guys.
What is it? What is about Bazelis that you see? Because I'm interested.
I really don't see anything other than I think he might be a decent scorer for a bad team this year, and he was what I thought I needed a floor. I needed someone to fill that slot, so I just kind of took a shot in the dark. I did going into the draft though. I did kind of like his game though.
Okay.
I was expecting him. I think he went. Not sure how far he slipped, but I thought he was going to go a little bit higher than he ended up going in the draft.
All right. Ooh. I like Bazelis. That's a good pick. Especially right behind you, I'm going with Grady Dick.
Dang it, dude.
Yeah, I'm going.
That's
with
going to
Grady
be the pick of the draft, man, for where you're getting him at, I think.
Yeah, that's why I was debating him or Dylan Brooks. But I think for Toronto, especially what I've seen this preseason, Grady Dick and Scotty Barnes are going to be like the ideal tandem.
Yeah, he's going to put up a lot of shots, man. Like, might as well at this late, if he can get it going, figuring it out, he could be really good value.
Yeah.
Does anyone pick Quincy Oliveri, AOHS?
AOH, what up, man?
Probably not is the answer.
I had no idea who to take coming up.
Yeah, I went with Caleb Martin on my last pick because I figured everybody on Philadelphia is going to be hurt. Paul George, MB, they're going to have all kinds of stuff.
That's how I would usually draft. But again, I have done no research for this. Especially with these rotation players. That's how you got to go.
Research to know that Embiid and Paul George are going to be hurt.
No, I know that. But what's up? What's up?
I can't wait to pick Ben Simmons.
Someone picked him?
Ben Simmons, Logang picked
still on
Ben
the board.
Simmons. No, Ben Simmons just got picked by Logang.
Oh shit!
Shout out to Logan. I was gonna be scared if nobody at least put him on the bench because like he has possibility.
Oh wow, we still have some good people on the board.
Yeah, I took Dort. He's gonna get a lot of minutes, so
like
we'll see what happens.
Dort.
Yo, Precious is still there.
Just hit some threes.
Achua, yeah, he should be. None of the names we picked up, I think Precious Achua is just like clearly better than.
Oh shit, Torian Prince. Okay, there's still some names here.
Yeah, I got him on my queue.
You ain't supposed to tell people that, Rich.
Hey man, it is what it is at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Everybody's
Oh,
pretty much
that's,
equal.
Okay, so
I got like 10 dudes in my queue.
Yeah.
this is okay.
Oh, Luke Kennard is still on the board. All right, let me see who's still around.
I want to go back to this because I mentioned this last year. Kevin Porter Jr., I was going to pick him up because I'm like, you know what? They might just let him back in the league this year after he beat his girlfriend up or whatever he did. And now he's back in the league, apparently.
Yeah.
I knew he was coming back.
Yeah, I'm torn. I was torn between Kevin Porter Jr., but I'm going to go with Grant Williams. Even though he has a dad bod, he's typically on the floor. And playing for Charlotte, he's going to score some points for me.
I was going to pick Grant. I'm going to let the epically bearded Minnesotan here. I guess he's got something to say. I'm going to send him a...
Let's go, Dylan. Where you at?
It's been a year and a half since you've been on the show. All right. I'm going to send it to him. He should be joining us soon.
and I think we all agree these picks from here on out for like your bench is just potential. If they give you something cool, but ain't nobody expecting you to do much.
Yeah, that should be the strategy here. I
I'm
think.
really happy with my team, guys.
I'm picking Kevin Porter Jr., man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If he's this deep and he's still on the board, he could really pump some numbers out.
You picking that dude?
That's a good pick because he's got to come out and ball for his life. He's got to play for his life.
That dude crazy, man. He got some issues, man.
He's crazy, but if he doesn't play for his life this season, he's basically out of the league. He had to play. Where did he play last season? In Greece?
He's playing. No, I'm with her. Like when it comes to especially for the Clippers. I mean, the stars align. PG's gone. Kawhi's going to be out for a while. Like they need any production they can get. So if he comes in and he strikes while the iron's hot. And it's not like he doesn't have the opportunity. Like he doesn't have like a situation to which he can benefit. James Harden's there, so James Harden can set the table for him, allow him to just feed him easy buckets, and then go from there.
James,
So
you just made the James Harden conversation over.
What's his contract? What's his contract though? Because if
he's on a minimum. He's a minimum.
Nah, I hear what you guys saying.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's a minimum.
I'm thinking he comes in and he can play really well and play his way into a better contract.
He can. No, I'm with you. He's on a minimum. Yeah. So this would be the year. You got to play like your life depends on it so that you could prove to Steve Ballmer, hey, keep me.
And I think if anybody's going to give him a contract, it would be Ballmer.
It would be. Yep. Did anybody ever pick up, not because we're talking about guards over for Clippers, did anybody pick up Terrence Mann?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
Because I don't see him here.
Yeah, I don't see him either.
I got him.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I'm not going to hold you guys. Bruce Brown. Why? What's that O mean? What the hell is that?
He's out.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have taken Bruce Brown a while ago, but he got that O.
Yeah, me too.
I like his game too. He's one of those hustle guys.
Down.
Robert Williams is good, but he's always freaking injured. What the hell?
I will say, out of the talent pool that we see right now, y'all gonna have at some point y'all gonna have to buy into one of these day-to-days or outs. Like I have an out on my list right now. That's like if he's there, I might take him. Like his potential is crazy. But
I don't
like
want
some of these
outs on my list though. I don't want any outs on my team.
But if he's on the bench though, like he's not gonna get minutes like that anyway.
But if he's injured, he's not gonna ever score for you. So how do you get points on a night-to-night basis?
No. So it's based off of whoever's in your point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center, like positions for that day, for that week. That's who's going to be working for you.
But if they didn't play, then nobody's working for you. Am I right about that?
You have 3 bench spots and injured reserve spots where you can place them where they don't count against you.
Yeah.
Like they don't accumulate for the points gathered.
So, like for instance, if somebody picked Duncan Robinson and he's not playing because he's still hurt, you just put him in the injured reserve, and it's like it doesn't penalize you.
It doesn't penalize you, but you're not gaining anything, is what I'm saying. So if someone can't play because they're out, you're not getting any points. So would you rather get points? Would you like 5 points is better than 0? That's all I'm saying.
But it doesn't. So when they're out, they won't like it won't if you put them on the bench or the IR, then you put somebody else in their place. So it's a null per se.
All I'm saying is
if you get what
somebody's
I'm
got to be
saying.
playing for you. Somebody's got to score.
I hear what you're saying. That's right. Tell them to suit up.
All right.
I see no.
I'm gonna pick Duncan Robinson because he can get hot.
Yeah, I like Duncan Robinson a lot. Is Dalton Connect still here?
Oh, let me see.
Where's Connect at? He went off.
Yeah.
35 for against Phoenix the other night.
He got drafted. Somebody drafted him already.
Okay. All right. I'm on the clock. Let's see who's left. Did somebody pick my
Who
guy?
drafted him?
I think somebody might have picked my guy. Shit. Somebody picked Reggie Jackson?
He should be on the board because I was thinking about picking him too. So hopefully you don't pick him.
He's ranked number 210.
210?
Yeah, you got to put him in the queue. Put everybody in
Number
the queue.
210. If you see the rank on the left-hand side of the player.
Actually, let me check some. Ooh.
Yeah, I was going to pick him.
All
The
right.
dangerous captain. Is that true? Did somebody really draft him? That's crazy.
I went with
That
Pat
is crazy.
Connaughton.
Yeah, Pat Connaughton. Nice. Pat Connaughton got some hops, boy.
Yeah.
Let you get up.
Scap is on the clock. I don't know if his computer. Oh no.
Nope. I just made my pick. Not much to be said. Not much to be said about that pick.
I picked Cam Whitmore because of the pure excellence.
Well, he scored 12 points per game last year. You're not going to find many guys scoring 12 points per game at this stage of the trash heap that's remaining on the draft board. So,
See, I thought we was here, and you stabbed me in the back. I can't believe you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He should give you about the same amount of production, maybe a little more efficient.
Who you got, Nick?
I don't know, man.
So, okay, I got this. So apparently only the starter points is what counts?
Yes, so there's point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center.
Come on,
or
T.
two centers, 2 guards, and 2 forwards that count towards your points. And then you got 3 bench players that don't. And you got injured reserve that don't also.
Okay, so people off the bench can count, not just the 5 starters.
So you think of it this way: you got 10 people playing in the game, and you got 3 people that aren't.
Perfect. So those 10 people is who I can get points on for every game.
Yes,
correct. The ones that have the F's, G's, C's, and then the point guard, shooting guard, small forward, and power forward.
Okay.
Yeah, you play 10 people and you set your lineup Sunday night or Monday morning, and it's good for that week. And then you can change guys out the following week.
Love it.
So Haas is asking, how do we pull up the draft board online? You know what? That's something I thought about doing. And actually, after this draft, I'm going to make the league public so where you can see what's going on in the league, and I'll link it to my channel. But yeah, otherwise, right now, I'm not going to go and try and figure it out because I'm going to probably jack something up. So, but in the future, you can watch the progress of the league. I'll go and I'll make it public per se, so you can see what's going on. The epically bearded Minnesotan is having technical difficulties.
I picked Quentin Grimes from Dallas, to fill one of my bench spots.
I know,
like
and I was so
game.
mad.
He's always
Oh
injured.
my god,
Quentin Grimes is always injured.
He is. Like I said,
When
the
he
bench
played
guy
for the
though.
Knicks, he was such a bum for me, especially in fantasy. I was so pissed with him.
On the
Yeah, I'm
flip
hoping
side,
he'll
though,
bounce
Luka
back.
and Kyrie probably will miss some time, and I think Quentin's probably over Dinwiddie right now. We'll see how Dinwiddie plays, but I think Quentin could get some minutes here and there. If you can play him at a time, right, like where Kyrie or Luka might miss some time, he's got some decent potential there. But yeah, he's got to stay healthy, obviously.
Again, damn.
Sports and fitness, Robin.
Yo, man, this is getting. Listen.
What do we got? 2 more left, Robin. You can do it.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, this is for all the LeBron James fans out there. All of y'all out there, if you're listening, whatever it is, I want you guys to think about and remember this next pick, okay? This is for all y'all out there.
Don't do
I'm
it.
with my man, Yabu Soleil, on the Philadelphia Sixers. If the LeBron James fans don't remember who he is, he was the guy from France that posterized LeBron James in the Olympics. So I'm going with Yabu Soleil.
That was an anticlimactic lead, and I was really anticipating a Bronny James selection there.
I was anticipating
Someone already
Jackson
got him.
Hayes or something.
Oh.
I don't know. I was like,
I thought you were turning face. Yeah, I thought you were turning face to pick Bronny James. I was excited.
Come on, man. Y'all wasn't thinking about your booster
no,
leg, man. That's for everybody
that's what I
out
was
there.
saying. Dangerous Captain had pointed out Bronny had gotten drafted already. He got drafted ahead of Gabe Vincent.
Wow.
Damn.
They have him ranked as number 370 on ESPN, and we're only drafting, theoretically, the top 260.
So what you're saying is that's a bit of a reach.
Speed? Who did it?
yeah.
Speed?
By
Speed
100
did it.
spots.
Yeah.
Who did
Is
Steve pick?
FYF drafting? Did he take?
No, who drafted him?
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know who drafted him.
Was it Speed?
Am I riding with my?
I know you're listening, Speed.
We
Was it you?
officially win drafted him.
I did
really?
not.
We officially win.
Oh, that's Lance. Rudy Fernandez is the GOAT guy.
Rudy Fernandez.
Oh, of course.
That should be his
I
name
will-
from now on. Just Rudy Fernandez.
Okay, I gotta be a fan. I gotta be a fan. I'm going Beauchamp.
The beard. What's up?
The epically bearded Minnesotan. Hello. Can you hear us, or you got terrible
He's frozen.
Minnesota Wi-Fi?
I have
Turn
a
off your
fantastic
camera.
beard, by the way.
My wife hated my beard.
I'm getting gray in my beard now. I used to have 2 red stripes down my chin like this, and now they're gray. It's terrible.
I gotta say, guys, there's too many Nicolas
Hello?
in the league. Why are
Hey,
there so
boss.
many Nicolas?
Hello?
Nikola Jokic.
We can hear you, Dylan. We can hear you now. Dylan, do you hear us?
Dylan, what you got going on back there?
But you might want to cut your camera off. That'll help a lot.
I'm gonna take a little risk here. I'm gonna take Matisse Thybulle, even though he's injured and he's gonna
Yeah,
be
I like
out
him.
for a while.
Mm.
If it doesn't seem to be too serious right now, but I'm gonna put him on my bench. We'll see what happens.
That's a good pick.
I'm gonna text him to say.
Oh.
You're killing me, Dylan.
Turn off your camera, Dylan.
I just sent him a text. Michael Jordan got his dad killed. Is on the clock.
Yo.
Got one more pick left, right?
Yeah, just one more pick.
Oh,
We
shit.
almost there,
That's really a
guys.
team name. Michael Jordan got his dad killed. Who the hell is
That's what
that?
I'm saying, T. They crazy.
What the hell?
There's some bizarre people, man. I'll tell you.
Come on, Dart. Why do we have these? What is happening here?
You gotta let the haters come in. It
I
feeds.
know. That's beyond haters. That's like hate speech. Come on now. All right, so I'm torn. Do I want Reggie Jackson? Do I want Eric Gordon? I'm like, really? I play on the same team. Who's going to get more minutes? I don't remember Reggie Jackson playing last season. Do you guys?
Yeah.
Oh man.
No,
He
he was on the Nuggets. He
I like Aaron Gordon, man.
in the
Aaron
first
Gordon's good.
in the first game he put LeBron on some skates.
Reggie Jackson?
Yeah, it was
First-
beautiful to watch.
I'll go with Reggie
First-
Jackson. I like him.
Yeah, first half of the season he was really good for them. It's just he lost his minutes over time just because he couldn't stay consistent enough on the defensive end, and they need Christian Braun and Peyton Watson like bad.
Yeah, I only got. Ironically, I watched like a lot of the very beginning of the season last year, and then I just lost a lot of my time due to my job. But that was in the first game. He came in the game, and what really happened is I think he stepped on LeBron's foot and he tripped, but it looked good.
Nice.
He fell on the floor and he took a spot up, or not a spot up, but he took a corner three.
She said nice.
I mean, come on. Any LeBron sighting is, could be classic.
All right, let's see. Talking about guys who are going to play a little bit more, let me pick a Sixers guy. Since I'm a Sixers fan, I'll pick Montrezl Harrell, who great offensive bench player, and Embiid is injury prone, so.
There's still some sleepers on the board.
Yeah. I was going to pick Reggie Jackson, but somebody
you
picked
picked
him
him.
ahead of me. No, Sports T picked him. Sports T picked him. I was going to pick him. I was hoping he'd survive because she said she was going to pick him last time, and then she didn't. So I thought I was hoping she'd forget about him.
Someone tell Haas in the comments section that Amen Thompson was already picked.
Yeah, Amen Thompson's already picked.
He keeps yelling about Amen Thompson. He keeps saying to pick him. He's already picked.
And trust me, I would have picked him up if he was available.
But I appreciate your passion, Haas. Much respect, man. Yo, someone just said that Montrezl Harrell wasn't even in the NBA last year.
No, he was on the Sixers, so he was on the Sixers a couple of years ago, I guess, man. I don't know. I swore he was on it last year. If he's not in the league, then I guess I lost the pick.
I mean, listen, if he's on the board, he's on the board.
He wasn't. He didn't play last year because he had tore his ACL.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, because I know that he had gotten picked up by them a couple of years ago. That's right, but I was not tracking him going to Australia. But man, and you know what? I'm gonna pick a guy. I hope he's still on the board. It's a real sleeper. It's not my pick yet, though.
There's a few on here. Big time sleepers.
You could tell we're deep into this because it got mad quiet all of a sudden, man.
I'm trying. I ain't gonna lie to you, Rance. I am trying to focus. I'm trying to make this
That's
last
what I'm
pick.
saying. You got to really look into stuff now. It ain't all fun and games.
Oh shit, Jared Vanderbilt is still on the board.
Well, there goes one pick. I'll go back to studying.
Lonnie Walker? Dang.
We know who Dart is getting.
Oh, there's still a center on the board?
Oh, man. I don't know if I can pick this guy.
Yo, what the hell is going on? There's some sleepers on here.
All right, let's see. I'm going to pick. Man, I can't pick him. I'm going to pick my man Josh Richardson.
Nice.
I was going to pick Bronny James, but maybe later. If Montrezl Harrell's playing in Australia, I'd pick Bronny James.
PJ Tucker is still there. You got the fake Kobe Bryant. Max Christie is still on the board. Okay. How is Kevon Looney still on the board? Nobody wants him.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
got him in
guys.
my queue.
I'm torn between Eric Gordon and Bones Highland.
Do you go before me? Do you go before me, Rance, or no?
Gordon's gonna get a lot more minutes.
I go in 11 picks.
Is he starter?
Oh, sure. I got you.
Dylan,
Yeah.
you're here now.
Is he a starter?
I don't
Yeah, it
know.
looks like he's getting like about 25 minutes a game. And then we got Bones Highland. All right.
My camera crashed out. I just realized that.
Can you hear me now? Am I good?
Yeah,
Good.
we get.
Word.
Hey. Dude, sports
Did
and
you-
fitness, how you doing?
Yo, what's up, Dylan, man? Good to see you, man.
Not gonna lie, I wanted Bones
Wow.
Highland.
Yeah,
Someone
I
took
wanted
him.
Eric Gordon, and you talked her into Eric Gordon, so I'm glad I took the player
I
you
was
wanted.
trying to get Bones Highland.
How'd that work out?
I mean, look, I did a minutes comparison. So I'm like, okay, Eric Gordon is probably going to score a little bit more.
I am tempted to get Plumlee here just as another possible center, but I'm going to go with Batum. I think he's probably got the higher upside, maybe, in terms of being able to score. So that'll be my last pick.
So my last pick is going to be probably the best jump shot base on NBA 2K for the past few years. Mr. Rudy Gay.
Wait, his jump shot ain't the best.
It's one of the best.
See,
That's-
okay. I'll let you.
it's
I'll let
solid.
you slide. All right.
If,
I'm playing
if
2K
you
right
don't-
now, and I don't know nothing about Rudy Gay's jump shot. It ain't over Tim
Dude.
Duncan's.
Tim Duncan. Are you playing big man?
Mm-hmm. Tim Duncan
Oh,
and
that's-
Marcus Aldridge.
Yeah, you got to be under 6'9" for Rudy Gay. It's a good base.
Wait, who got Looney? All right, so since you got Looney, I'm riding with injured squad. Give me Alec Burks for Miami. He's on day to day, but yeah,
You
I
want
don't
to say
need
hi
him
to
to
the
do much.
people, boy, or what?
Man, we getting low here.
We done? We done, guys. We done.
That's it.
We
The
done.
last one. I got one of the last picks.
Yeah. Hey.
Who keep laughing at me?
Alec Burks.
Well, that was eventful.
It was cool little draft. I want to see how this plays out this season though,
Yeah, I'm
because
excited.
my team is purely off of potential.
First season playing fantasy basketball, so we'll see how it goes.
All right.
This is my second season.
What does
playing
your team look like? What are we looking at?
It's the P. Giddy team.
it.
We got I got what? LaMelo Ball, point guard, Donovan Mitchell, shooting guard, RJ Barrett, Mobley, Jaren Jackson Jr.
Jakob
Who's this
Pertl, Mike Conley, Rui Hachimura. I like
Yeah.
your team. I like
Yeah,
your team.
I feel like I drafted pretty good.
Yeah. That Donovan Mitchell and Lonzo tandem is gonna go crazy.
Oh, that's pass interference on. Oh, that's pass
And not Lonzo,
interference on.
LaMelo.
Oh, sorry.
Man.
Sorry,
No,
I'm
you
watching.
good.
Yeah, no,
Scap, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm about to watch some of your football lives because I need to get hip on football. It makes no sense how I'm in Texas and I care very little for football.
it's a good year to be a Vikings fan. I'll tell you that.
Best team
All
in the
right.
league.
Let's see who these teams. Well, I'll bring up the teams real fast, and we can give our 2 cents on how they're looking for the season. As long as I can get there, I'm trying to find it. But anyway, how do you all think you did?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
If I
like
could
my
do
team.
it, if I could do it over, I would pick I would pick a different pick than Trey Young as my first pick. But other than that, I like how well rounded everybody is. I got some potential. I got some for sures. I got some that I don't I don't know if they're gonna be healthy, but if they are, I know they can be productive. So I like it overall.
I like my
So-
team. I would have picked Jalen Brunson over Halliburton for sure.
So reviewing this, I don't know if you can see it. This is Casual's team. He's got Trey Young, Brandon Miller, Scotty Barnes, Draymond Green, and Ivica Zubac as his starters. Generally speaking, he's got 5 other guys, but
Likelihood is I'm gonna switch that around. And it'll look more my 5 weekly if they're healthy be Trey Young, Brandon Miller, Scotty Barnes, OG Anunoby, and Draymond at the center.
all right. Let's bring up Sports Tees team. Tyrese Halliburton, KCP, Mikal Bridges, Jeremy Grant, and Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, I feel good about it. Bam, obviously he's day to day, but I feel like he's reliable most of the season. And if I can't put him in, then I'm going to put in Nurkic, or like I have some depth in the front court, so I feel good about it.
All right. Let's bring up the epically bearded Minnesotans team. LaMelo Ball, Donovan Mitchell, RJ Barrett, Evan Mobley, and Jaren Jackson. And Chris Paul.
Chris Paul.
What do you think about that, Dylan? How do you feel about how you picked?
I feel pretty good. I feel like the guys that don't score a lot are going to get stats in other categories. Like Chris Paul is going to have a lot of assists. I think I did pretty good.
I agree.
All right, let's bring up Scap's team. His top 5 are Darius Garland, Jalen Green, Klay Thompson, Jason Tatum, and Nikola Vucevic.
Whew.
How do you feel about that?
I like practically nothing about my team, so hopefully it can surprise me as well as other people throughout the course of the year.
Scap, I'm not gonna lie to you. You're not giving your team enough credit, man. Look at Jason Tatum. He's there. You got him,
dude.
man. What is it?
Not a big Tatum fan overall, but I think he is a pretty effective fantasy basketball player. So that's why I went with him with the 9th pick overall. I like him for value at 9th overall, and you know what? We're not playing real basketball. We're just playing fantasy. So I guess
Fantasy.
I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see how things turn out for me.
All right. And then here is NMB Sports Team. Empty. Oh, because you have the
so I
out.
drafted a small forward real late, but he doesn't have to start, which I think was Terrence Mann.
Yeah.
So I was just messing with my team real quick before you clicked over. But really, I need
messing with it,
Kuzma.
Nick, damn.
I need Kuzma and Holmgren are who I'm hoping step up and do real well this year.
Yeah, they should. I like the Chet pick too. I didn't even know you picked them up. W pick.
Yeah,
W pick.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, I like Chet, and if DeAndre can kind of just regress back to his average, maybe put up some stats, although Portland was bad, I think that's a good solid center spot right there for those two. So we'll see how it goes.
You also got Jalen Brunson, CJ McCollum, and DeAndre Ayton on your team as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Sports and Fitness Rants team. You have Steph Curry, Cam Thomas, Josh Hart, Pascal Siakam, and Miles Turner. How do you feel about it?
I mean, well, listen to the names you just read off. I mean, I feel okay. But when I look at my roster, it looks like it's going to have to be a collective. Everyone's going to have to collectively, chip in, when any given night. I don't really have like some big name, fantasy basketball stat stuffers per se. But I got a good collective of guys that have overall games that have potential. So I think the overall collective of my team is what I'm going to have to rely on.
All right. Let's look at my team. I have SGA, Ayo Dosunmu, who I don't even know. But but I didn't pick them. I didn't pick to fill out the first five. So let me tell you the guys that I do have otherwise. And I may have missed over some of you guys, but this is my team, so I know a little bit more about it. I got Dame Lillard, I got SGA, I got Nick Claxton, Daniel Gafford, and DeMar DeRozan, generally speaking. I feel pretty good for it being a deep draft. All my guys play over 20 minutes a game projected. So, I mean, how you going to hate on it?
PJ Washington too. That's a good depth guy there.
Free PJ. Logang, I'm just going to pull him up because he won the championship last year.
Oh, wow.
And I think that he also came in a little late. But he has Emmanuel Quickley, Tyler Hero, Julian Strother, Zion Williamson, and Anthony Davis starting. And he's got Jordan Poole and Rudy Gobert as well, and Ben Simmons.
Yeah, he came in just in time to steal Rudy Gobert from me, that mother.
Let's see what Steam Engine had since he was talking all this nonsense. He's got Russell Westbrook starting at point guard.
Oh, my God.
Free Russell.
Free Russell is crazy.
Then he's got Colin Sexton, Miles Bridges, Julius Randle, and my guy Wemby. For all that smack talking, Speam, not sure.
I mean, he got Wemby though.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna be great.
And then we'll check out Lance here, since he is a member of the channel. He's got Dennis Schroeder, Derek White, Michael Porter Jr., Kevin Durant, and Jarrett Allen. He's also got Lonzo Ball coming off the bench and Kawhi Leonard.
And Bronny James.
Lonzo Ball.
Lance did draft Bronny James. Oh, my God. I was going to pick him with my last pick, but he's got him.
Sounds like a recipe for success.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw recently, there was a writer on ESPN that did players in the NBA, and they listed Bronny James at number 15 in the NBA.
Really?
A clutch
Wow.
special.
Yeah. And then
I'm looking. So just real quick, I'm looking at FYF's page because I was browsing YouTube.
Oh God!
And they said ESPN ranked him 7th best. LeBron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah.
I mean, FYF probably believes that it's true. So
On Thursday,
Absolutely,
ESPN
absolutely.
released its ranking. James came in at number 7.
I'm going to read
Whatever.
Stephanie's team as well, since she's a member. She's got Tyrese Maxey, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Malik Monk, Paolo Banchero, and Brooke Lopez.
Oh, nice.
I think that's actually a pretty good team.
I love
Yeah,
that team,
Banchero and
actually.
Maxey.
That's a pretty good, even-keeled team, I believe.
Yeah, I love that team.
All right. So we've been doing this for about 2 hours.
Yeah, I want to go catch some of these football games.
Do y'all have any last words? And do any of you feel like you can win the championship? We're going to start with Nick. How confident? I know we briefly talked about it, but how confident are you in your team? And do you have any last words if you want to talk about the season in general? Anyway, moving forward.
Yeah, so I have a fantasy. I think in fantasy, the season is largely decided in the first like 4 or 5 weeks. Whoever can maybe get some players that are gonna fill in some roles if some players go out for the season, etc. That could be the difference, right? So we'll see. I think a lot of this is like you have to look at it as a week, and so I think whoever plays that the smartest as well, trying to find guys who have 4 games instead of 3 and things like that. So it'll be interesting, but I'm thinking I can finagle my way to a top 3 finish. So we'll see what happens.
Top 3. All right. You're going to have to take it from me. I finished 3rd last time. Dominique, Sports T, how do you feel about your team? And do you have anything you want to talk about this season?
I feel great about my team. I think, we talk about this all the time. The best, the best ability is availability. So I have a healthy team. I think they're going to score a lot of points for me, and I'm excited. I think this season is going to be, NBE and National Basketball Entertainment, but still looking forward to it and the circus that is the Lakers. So I can't wait to chat it up about that. And shout out to Man Down Sports.
I invited him, by the way, and he said no. So
Mel is just, Sundays, I think that it's a day of rest for him. And, that's when he gets to spend time with his family because he works so hard on the channel throughout the rest of the week. But yeah, I popped in for you guys, and I hope I'm a good substitute for Mel.
Absolutely. And you're welcome back in the future. But that being said, what do you call it when you dip the tea bag in the tea?
Oh man, I'm not saying that on this channel.
Steeping?
Steeping, yeah.
Oh, that's what it's called? I was just going to say something else.
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about. I was thinking of the steeping.
I don't know what I'm talking about either.
She was thinking about Halo 3 teabagging is what she was thinking.
I was thinking about what happened to Draymond against LeBron in 2016.
Casual. What do you? But yeah, you're welcome to steep on the channel in the future. Casual. How do you think your team is looking? How do you think you'll finish? And what do you think? How do you think the NBA will shape out for this year?
Well, first off, thank you, Dart, for giving me this opportunity to be able to talk hoops with you guys this morning. So thank you there. I like my team. I think if everybody that I picked today maximizes the situation they're in this year, I think a lot of people from Brandon Miller to Scotty Barnes, Draymond even, are in a situation where they should get the volume and the amount of touches for them to be able to make quality plays, whether it be an assist or scoring points. So I think that I think that if they handle their business on their front for their respective franchises, I like where my team could be. I could see us being a top 5 seed this year in our fantasy draft, in our fantasy league. As far as this season and whole, I'm interested in the young talent developing. I think this year is the year of young, out with the old, in with the new. Guys like Shea are now being noticed for how spectacular players they are. So I'm gonna be watching them very, very intensively I'm gonna be watching LaMelo Ball in the Charlotte Hornets with Brandon Miller. Obviously, Brandon Miller's on my fantasy league, but also Charlotte is just a very fun young team. Also Detroit, Houston as well. I'm gonna be watching a lot of young teams this year, and that's really what I'm finding more interesting this year.
All right. Scap, what do you think about your fantasy team? I know you briefly mentioned it. How do you think you'll finish in the league? And also, what do you think about this upcoming NBA season?
Well, my confidence start is again at an all-time low after the draft today. I'm not very enthusiastic at all about my season-long outlook. But who knows? I killed my fantasy football draft. I had the best team in the league in my estimation coming out of the draft, was crushing it for the first 4 weeks. And then I got avalanched by a series of just heartbreaking injuries. See, that kid feels my pain with the injuries that I sustained this year in football. So
Amen.
I'm just hoping to stay healthy at least with this basketball squad, and we'll see. You know, I'll remain cautiously optimistic for the season. You know, a lot of people know me or think about me in some way, connect me to LeBron James. I think it's going to be a hilarious season. I think there will probably be some highs for the Lakers, but of course, I think the lows will outnumber the highs, and that's what I will primarily fixate on my channel. But overall, I think very highly of Nikola Jokic. People, of course, understand that as well with my brand. I also, to me, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the next. Those are the two best players, in my opinion, in the NBA right now. But Luka Doncic and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, you know, the objects in the mirror are like closer than they appear for Nikola and for Giannis. So I think that those two players, the storylines for me are going to be the ascension of those two players to maybe like overtaking the throne this year. One of those two, SGA or Luka. I think those are the two best teams in the West. So I'm just very interested to see the battle between them throughout the regular season. Who ends up with the better record between those two, I think, will be the league MVP. And then, of course, into the playoffs, I think those two will be in the West Finals against each other, and what could be a classic and what might become the next best kind of like rivalry of two really young up-and-comers for many years to come in this current NBA.
Robin, how do you think you'll finish in this fantasy league, and what do you think about the NBA season coming up?
Well, you know, like I always say, man, none of this stuff is rehearsed. I don't edit any of this stuff. I don't pre-record. I don't research for any of these things. This is my second year doing this fantasy, and last year I finished in second place, I believe. But once again,
you did not finish in second place.
I had the second best record going into the playoffs. Whatever
that's
you
true.
want to say.
That's true.
So once again, like I said, I didn't do any moves. I made no moves last year. I literally picked the team and never looked at it. And that's how I do everything on my show. So whatever happens during the regular season is once again going to be things that we're going to be in tune for, whatever it is, because the season's unpredictable. Sports and fitness rants is always going to be unpredictable, man. And that's why people love my content, because once again, it's never pre-recorded. It's never edited, man. Nothing's written down. Everything is off the dome, man. And the NBA season is going to be the same way, man. So like Scab just said, like all you guys mentioned, man, the storylines are going to be interesting. A lot of us are going to have a lot of laughs about LeBron James and the goofy stuff that goes on. But not only with him, but a lot of these other fools out here like James Harden, Ben Simmons. There's going to be a lot of storylines that we're going to be talking about, man. But I'm really interested to see how it goes, man. I got a well-balanced team. Like I said, I think the overall team is going to be very consistent, and I think that's going to help me this season, man.
Dylan, the epically bearded Minnesotan. The last time you came on here, your beard was 6 inches shorter. But since you've been on, or actually, you probably cut your beard looking at it. Anyway, besides that, how do you think your team panned out, and how do you think you'll finish with it, and what do you think about the NBA coming up this season?
Well, I think I did pretty good drafting, but I think it's going to be a lot of boom or bust for me. I think it's going to be a lot of highs and lows, and we'll just see how it plays out at the end of the year. As far as this NBA season goes, it's Timberwolves season. We're taking it all the way, man. We're going for the ring. So I'm gonna get the MJFB ring, and the Timberwolves are gonna get the NBA championship. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh man,
that would be nice.
Somebody said they're gonna win. I thought I was gonna be the only one that was gonna say that they're gonna win.
I'm either first or last. It's one of the two, and I'm hoping for first.
Yeah. For me, I think that
for first two.
I'm riding
Yeah.
with her.
Don't be
She
talking
said you're
trash,
gonna be
man.
first. She says you're gonna be first. You're gonna be
Well-
first. That's how I'm feeling. Yeah.
That's
Really?
that's a dude.
Yeah.
That's a dude kid.
Really?
Oh wow.
Beauty.
Don't be talking trash.
I think like last year, I think I got some good sleeper picks. I got I got Kevin Porter Jr. I got Montrezl Harrell that apparently is playing in Australia yeah, I got a couple guys. I think particularly Kevin Porter Jr. might really do very well this year. I think that he's undervalued, especially in the fantasy league, just because of how he was performing before he left. However, there is the aspect of that he has not been playing professional basketball, so that's a gamble, but I like rolling the dice. I think I'm going to medal again. I think I'll be a top 3 performer, at least win or at least get into the semifinals. And for this upcoming season, I'm really looking forward to see some guy that I wanted to draft that I was unable to draft was Edey for Memphis, and he got put off the board. I think he's undervalued as well. I think they're only projecting him to have 15 points and like a block and a half. I think that is crazy undervalued. I think he's going to be doing a lot more than that production-wise. And I'm excited to see his matchups, talking about rivalries that were mentioned before, his matchups with Wembanyama. Edey is just a thicker version, and I think they do different things, but I'm saying that they're both the same height. They both got a lot of hype behind them. I'm excited to see him match up with Wembanyama. I think that it's going to be a lot of fun to watch in the NBA. If I've got time. Dylan, can you mute your mic?
Yeah, I will.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, I thought this was a great draft. I mean, it's a deep draft. Obviously, you go down, you get into the weeds of things, but I think it's fun to do these because you actually get to see a lot of the guys that get ignored in a lot of these smaller draft capacities. Even with the NFL, if you play fantasy football, if you play in an 8-team league, you just get the best of the best. Here you actually have to think, and you have to go and try and strategize about, because you have to pick rotation players. You have to strategize when these guys are going to be playing. You got to think about, are the starters going to be losing minutes? Are they going to be able to pick up and do better than they did last year? And could they just assume a starter spot? There's all these things you got to take into account. And that's why I like the deep drafts personally, although they take a long time to do. But we've been going on for a while. I know a lot of y'all got to get going, and I should get going as well. But I want to thank you all for joining us on the panel first, for doing this live draft, and then also for the chat for participating. Informing me that Montrezl Harrell is in Australia, amongst other things. And we got Grape Tea News. I've seen you on, and I've looked at your channel, and I know that you've got a pretty big following, but thank you, Grape Tea News. Yes, like the video, please. Anyway, otherwise, do any of you have any last words for people before we shut this thing down?
Thank you for having me, guys. Really appreciate being on today.
You did a great job. It's great. It was great having you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys, and please make sure to go check out my YouTube channel, The Casual Sportsman. I do pre-recorded content talking about really just NBA history in whole. So yeah, and thank you guys again.
Absolutely. Robin or Nick?
No, fun as always.
Oh, guys, don't forget, check me out on Sports Tea and Man Down Sports when you get a chance.
Robin, you got anything?
Nah, man, like I said, man, the Giants are already losing 14-0 to the damn Eagles. So it's whatever, man. It's absolutely whatever. Yeah, but you know what, though? Go Yankees, man. Going back to the World Series for the first time since 2009. So shout out to the Yanks, man. But yeah, the Giants are not looking too good, man. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody that came through, man. Thank you very much, everybody, man, for real, man.
Dylan, I see you sporting a Michael Jordan haircut. Do you have anything for the people?
Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like this video.
Nope.
Follow
Let's
my
roll.
boy Dart. He puts the work in. He's here for you. He's a man of the people. Keep up with him.
Is indeed. Indeed he is.
That was a fan in the background.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, thank you all. Thank you, chat. Thank you, panel, for coming, everybody. And yeah, Sports Tea. I'll keep in contact with you as well. We'll probably talk about something fun next weekend if you're available. I'll get with you off the show. But yeah, thank you again for your first time appearance on here. Same with you, Casual. I know both of you have called in before, but this is the first time as a full-on member of the panel. So thank you both for coming.
Hopefully more to come.
This was so much fun. Honestly,
Yeah.
Scap Attack, you crack me up. And where was AOH? I miss him.
AOH said that this is not his realm. He might be watching still. He was watching earlier,
okay.
but he doesn't like fantasy.
Hilarious. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I'm sure he'll be on next week. I don't know about. I know Scap says he's got some things going on, but maybe he'll be on again next week or at least sometime in the near future.
I'm always on whenever I can be. I love being on with you guys.
I just want to say one thing. You guys are awesome, and Michael Jordan fans aren't really the best.
Did you say aren't really?
No.
Oh, thank you.
Definitely the best. Absolutely the best.
Absolutely. And speaking of which, I'm going to be doing a live stream soon. I'm going to do it Monday night about 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time because that's where I live.
I love it.
But it's going to be LeBron James fans are envious of Michael Jordan fans just because we're talking about it. It's going to be fun for the people that are
them are going to have a field day with that. Golly.
LeBron James fans are such crybabies. I have like 10 of them right now in my direct inbox, like just crying to me, "You hate LeBron." Nah, nah. Like, shut up.
Yeah. And then there's and then check out Precision Hoops with Nick, NMB Sports. They're going to be talking about if Rudy Gobert is the most overrated defensive player of the year ever. That should be happening this Wednesday if people can make it on time. But either way.
What?
I want to see that one.
If I don't catch it live, I'll definitely catch it on the record.
Rudy Gobert? Come on.
You're all the best.
They're all the best.
They are
All
the
right.
best.
Well, thank you all. And we're going to sign off here. Thank you all for joining again. And Michael Jordan fans are the best.